right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safeway Liquid Beer for the podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's way up better. Nielson Show, let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. Let's crack a 6 o'clock and lager with some sirloin bites.
The Nasty Bash was awesome, so let's remember it with this song. The EST on Corey B, tattoo is still looking strong. 6:30 it wasn't working, so old Smash said so long. AM Nasty C and Frazier yelling, turn your headlights on. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone poured me birdie booze on a shot ski. Now you know Reed Wilkins was a mystery. X-Ray J's pants got a little pissy. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. 6 o'clockers right and left, let me pour it on your head. Moment we won't soon forget. Hey Norm, Fergie's backpacks let us in. Made the last table again, rode it out till 2 a.m. Oh Lord. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone poured me birdie booze on a shot ski. Now you know Reed Wilkins was a mystery. X-Ray J's pants got a little pissy. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. And do we have a Monday show locked and loaded for you? Coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. Get your chicken dippers today. What a weekend. What a time to be alive. Oh, the Esties are going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's just...
Not far away.
We got an insane show for you today for a Monday show. How was the rest of your weekend? How was your Nasty Bash
Great. It was great. The Nasty Bash was... I survived. I think is nothing. I came home. My clothes were on.
We should
they
have
weren't
shirts
stained.
that say, I survived the Nasty Bash.
Yeah, and they should be white. so it can collect all of the things from the night, either the burn marks or the stains or what have you. No, it was another great time. Thanks to Fergie's Prostate as well for hosting the St. Albert Rugby Club, although the TV was far from perfect.
My God.
Which, Ian, you have to shoulder some of the blame there. Tried the fish. It was great. Fish was perfect. Great pregame meal there at the St. Albert Rugby Club. One-piece fish, the crinkle-cut fries.
I went with 3 tendies and fries.
Yeah.
And Christian from Winnipeg brought me honey dill
sauce.
from Winnipeg.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting there, a couple bevies in, having honey dill sauce. Like the time of my life. I was full-blown Sergio dip. Having that
with that dip.
Yeah, give me that. Where is it?
And here he is, having the time of his life.
It was a fun time. If you were
Even
there,
Grumpy Cat rang the bell early in the night.
I heard he rang the bell pretty early.
Congrats to Big Uke for the bat. Like he was on cloud 9.
Oh yeah. Big Uke gets baptized. One of the best moments of his life. I thought it went down extremely well.
Nice Tales of the North twist with the
you know what? It kind of hit me. Remember somebody earlier in the day was like, hey, you should do. So I decided to hit it.
Natural
Didn't carry it on too much, but it was a lot of fun once again. It really was. I think we had the largest final table that we've ever had.
I heard 2.
Well, it was. If we would have put everybody together, it would have been 2, if not 3 tables. Wow. Near the end of the night. YouTube, Trev, you did not make Nasty Bash 2. But Nasty Bash 3.0, your first full Nasty Bash experience. How was the time?
It was awesome, man. Yeah, huge shout out to all the Nasties. I had a lot of heart-to-hearts with quite a few of them. So you guys know who you are. That was awesome. And just, it was fun, man. It was, I had high expectations going in, but it exceeded them for sure. For sure, without a doubt. So many fun stories and so many just big laughs. Man, the Elks win was just on top of it.
To have everybody together for an Elks win.
That was awesome, man.
That was big.
That was my CFL moment right there. Like, honestly, man, like I was cheering, but
That's
wasn't
when you
even
got
close.
sucked in forever.
Yes, like I was sitting with Rob from the Grove and I was like, man, like this was so sick. And then, seeing Big Uke just taking it all in, man, that was so much fun. And I was just hyped, man. We were all just super pumped for him. But, oh, man, no complaints whatsoever.
Yeah, it was a fun time. It's exactly what the Nasty Bash is supposed to be.
Yes.
I can't wait for next year's Nasty Bash.
Me too.
It'll also be incredible. There'll be new stories. For anybody saying, where's the new song? Calm down. Okay, the Nasty Bash was Friday.
Yeah.
I had to drive to Calgary Saturday morning, call a game, which I thought I called very well. Then I drove back yesterday morning, and then I was with the kid. Literally 0 time to write a new song.
I think today is the time that we write the song.
Yeah,
you
like
remember
what
some
needs to
things.
go
I
in there.
remember things that we all do.
Well, it is true. Let's piece it
but
together
chip
here.
them in here if you got something. I mean, Paris Drew's inboxer.
Tommy met the same girl, but she went out the door.
Yeah, Tommy's pills didn't work.
Without him. Actually, I think those damn Bender extenders helped me. I felt really good when I woke up Saturday morning.
Vance Van Vandervan's asking if they worked. They seemingly had no effect on him, he said.
Oh, I thought they worked on me.
But he said in the pills' defense, he's pretty sure he drank himself out of the ability for them to have an effect. I bet there's a threshold, right? Like,
Christian in Winnipeg brought honey dill sauce.
Yeah.
Fergie's TVs don't work.
TVs don't work.
I threatened Fergie that we were going to have the Nasty Bash at the Sherwood Park Rugby Club next year.
He was fuming.
Corey B wore glasses that didn't have lenses in them. But he had a recent haircut. Big Uke gets baptized. Somebody broke the bell later on in the night. Bell broken.
I got a front row seat to that, and I'm trying to remember.
I know the 6 o'clock lager was on delay for a little bit. I don't think they completely ran out, but I think they had to, I don't know, something was up the keg. Fireball shots were $4. There was a lot going on there. It was the Elks win. Just trying to piece together everything from the Nasty Bash. It's a good time.
Wheels still isn't a member.
Yeah, Troy danced with Wheels briefly. Godfather. No, it was Dash, I think, left his card at the rugby club.
What a play by him,
Nasty Bash card.
Like
Nasty
a calling
club.
card. Like,
Yeah.
kind of.
I know. Somebody tweeted us the next day.
Yeah.
So who I think somebody who just went to the rugby club and saw it outside on the banner was like, hey, guys, How about this? So last week, myself and Nate the Builder are waiting outside the old office. And we'll get to the whole update with the old landlord during the good, bad, and ugly. And I'll tell you, it's not the good.
You filled me in there at the.
Yeah, I tried to bring
I remember the next morning. I'm like, wait a minute. He told me a story about this.
Yeah.
What a twist.
A twist I never saw coming that I'll remember for the rest of our days. Anyway, we're standing outside the old building, Nate the Builder and I. And some guy drives by in the truck, like in a truck, and slows down and goes, "Hey boys, good luck with the meeting." Just like, all right, like just randoms catcalling us outside the old building.
Level 5 finish.
Oh, it was yeah, that was too funny, man. Anyway, just a nasty bash was outstanding, which was really nice after the debacle that we had on Friday with Tom Gazzola. From maybe that's why Tommy was so out of it at the end of the night. The pressure of
boy, he was in one take.
Completely destroying the integrity of the draft on Friday.
Well, he was kind of fighting with himself. He was on the path to losing. He almost then catches you for second.
Yeah. With the shameless self-promotion.
But half of that time telling people to vote for Milne's team as well. I don't know how he got to where he got, but so that happened during the morning. Then he gets to the bash, and then he was
I think at one point I saw Tommy rather late in the night with his head on Belzy's shoulder, like crouched over. I was like, oh, there goes Tommy again. So that was a good time. It was a pretty fun time. And we'll figure out what's going on with this whole draft thing. So what ended up happening? Glue guy. Well, we'll find out. The Commish is going to join us today. The Commish is popping on. Quinn Phillips. Many of you a huge fan. The Commish will pop on around 7:45 today.
Many of you a huge fan.
And you know who else is going to pop on at 7:45? Tom Gazzola. So we're going to have the Commish and Tommy on the show at the same time today at 7:45. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm looking forward to it.
There will be blood.
Those two have known each other for over 20 years, but they hate each other with every ounce of their body.
It's like a sibling feud.
It really is.
It's your classic,
I'm going to have to use Phrase's dad voice today.
Oh, yeah. I think,
Both of you, quiet down right now. Tommy, sometimes you can be a little annoying. Quinn, you're a little overbearing at times. I can just see how they handle it.
Would you kiss and make up already?
So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. We'll lay out the show. So yeah, we've got Nasty Bash recast. We've got draft controversy. We have the launching at 6:30 today of the Whipping Boy bracket.
A bracket.
We'll get into that as we work our way through the show today. Let's give you the whole thing. We have the morning announcements coming up. Off season. What off season?
Off season.
6:30. The good, bad, and ugly from the weekend for the 780. So much to choose from for that one. Rod Smith, one of the voices of the Canadian Football League, and guy who once made a spectacular catch on television.
And we couldn't recreate it there Friday as well. Lucas had the ball in his vehicle.
And I asked him at one point, I said, "You got the ball?" And then we never things get off the rails a little bit. Anyway, it was an incredible weekend in the CFL.
Probably for the
Incredible
best
weekend.
you didn't try the route.
No, I would have
Like
blown
a-
something out for sure.
The knee.
Your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day coming up. That's a good for the Italian Center. Step into Italy. Quinn Phillips versus Tom Gazzola, 7:45 today. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. And what's this? 8:30 this
Excited
morning.
for this.
We are opening the rock door for tickets to Creed. We have a pair of tickets today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Not just any tickets. You will be coming to the Play Alberta Suite at Rogers Place with me and my wife for Creed. You got your brother's birthday that night.
Yes.
Yeah, so Tam's going to come with. She loves Creed, actually.
Well,
She's
this
a
is amazing.
Huge Creed fan. So
She's a big fan. You're a big fan. You guys will be making out through. You can basically sit in the suite and watch you and your wife make out during Creed.
can you imagine that? What a time to be alive. And
It's going to be a very, the songs are very emotional. Like some of them, they can get 2 points,
4 lucky AM nasties, and whoever they want to bring will witness a cool Rogers Place makeout session. So very much looking forward to that. It should be good.
Be in your pirate shirt,
Yeah.
just like Scott Stapp.
I can't wait for that, man. That's going to be outstanding. It's going to be a good time. So we're going to open. We've never opened the rock door
Yeah.
at EST, right?
I don't think people have even seen it before.
Well,
They've just heard it.
yeah. Yeah, they might be like, oh my God, it was there all along.
Shh, quiet.
God. So yeah, we're going to do Rock Door at 8:30 today, and then we'll get to the wrap for William Huff. And I do know what song I'm going to use to write the Nasty Bash recap this year.
Great
Just a
choice.
matter of finding some
Yeah.
time. Finding some time to.
And again, let's write the lyric. We can write the lyrics.
Oh, there's
with
lots
memories.
of things.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
already got I can't read half the stuff I just wrote down, but I'm sure there's a few things that.
Tony selling more
Nice.
shares in Boston Pizza.
Yeah, Tony. So Tony. Let me talk about Boston.
You rolled in with those guys.
Well, that means I happened. I was walking in
Wow.
there getting out of the cab.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, we're watching the Elks game early in the night, and remember Tony bet us all like if Thomas didn't have this many goals or this guy didn't have many goals, and he bet us Boston Pizza for life. So he's standing there talking to Gazzola, and then he turns around, comes over to Matt and I, and goes, "I've reworked the bet."
Oh,
I said, wait a second. You haven't reworked the bet with me. He goes, no, Tommy and I talked about it. If Thomas Seck doesn't score 25 goals, I'm going to buy the whole office lunch. I said, wait a second, man. Our bet was I got Boston Pizza for life.
yeah.
Now we're talking about just buying lunch. And I guess Gazzola negotiated this. So
On our behalf?
on our behalf.
Wow.
What is going on here? So we'll see how that goes down.
He tried telling me that we never made a bet, so at least your bet's still out there.
I guess you can dabble in the little bit of Boston Pizza we will get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
that'll be.
But I made a new bet with him.
Oh, you did,
Leon Draisaitl and Austin Matthews, who's going to have more goals this year.
and you got Leon.
I got Matthews.
Oh wow,
He has Leon.
really?
Yes,
You think Matthews is going to score more than Leon this year?
yes, I do.
What a plot twist on what was already a
you were a
huge Monday
fan.
show.
No, I mean not really.
I had no idea that you thought Leon having one dart in his wedding was going to ruin his entire season.
That's what I'm putting all of this on.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's something to keep tabs on as we work our way through the year. I think you're probably going to lose that one.
Well, it doesn't matter because Tony will wriggle out of it anyway.
Yeah. It doesn't matter in the end anyway. Tony's going to bail and be like, you know what?
I've reworked the bet.
Yeah.
Imagine just claiming, like,
I know.
No,
Who
sorry,
goes up
I've
to
reworked
somebody and
it.
says
Yeah.
that, right? Like, come on. My goodness. We've got a great Monday show. We're off and running. We're diving some CFL stuff here right away. Edmonton Sports Talk, the entire bloody station, brought to you by great partners over at Play Alberta. It's your home for online gaming excitement featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instant sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. If you've not yet used our code for the month of August, it's very simple. EST Sports. Deposit 20, get a $50 free bet over at Play Alberta. Download the Play Alberta app today. Make sure you use your game sense when you're playing. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Be a stud, not a dud. At Paris Jewelers. Shop at West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert Center. They're everywhere. www.parisjewelers.com. They are Canadian and they are family owned. So if you want to do business with a good family business, do your business at Paris Jewelers. Buy now, flexible payment options such as, do not pay for 1 year. How's that sound? Let's dive into your morning announcements today. Morning announcements brought to you by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. You can McCord every single morning. Jess Jackson on the way home. You know, I was thinking about it at the Nasty Bash there. That's what Mexico's going to be like, but for 7 straight days.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
if you want to come to Mexico with us, call Chelsea.
No dill dip, though, probably.
I might try to bring it.
Smuggles the dill dip.
I might try to bring some. We are going to Mexico February 22nd. We're coming back March 1st. Give Chelsea a call. Expedia Cruises, Northeast Edmonton. 780-970-4834. That's 780-970-4834. There's 1 or 2 spots left on the first ever Nasty Vacay. And it should be a pretty pretty good time. I don't know if it'd be as good of time as the Canadian Football League this past weekend. Now you're thinking you might lose to McCord in fantasy, but you won't know until later tonight.
Well, the commish is a tad busy, apparently. So, that's whatever, but we'll get our results tonight. I tell you, going into this week, I thought I had it made. I thought it was made, man. I thought I had it all in front of me here, and I should have. If somebody didn't tell me to sit Eugene Lewis.
That's my bad. You shouldn't have asked for free advice. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to blame Damon Bunting for this.
You.
I'm going to pull a Tony. Actually, it was Bunting that gave you the advice.
You told Luke to sit like Dembski in week 2.
Yeah, I remember he had a huge week.
He's still not over it.
Yeah, he's still not over it.
He's like, I asked the guy for advice, and he gives me this advice. But credit to McCord. Vernon Adams Jr. coming back from injury. We all jokingly, laugh. He had Aberhart in, got over 100 yards in game 1 of the week. Hardy got 2 touchdowns. Justin Butler got 2 touchdowns. He had Hajrullah, who had Oliveira, who had how many yards from scrimmage that game?
He had over 120, I think.
I might be in some trouble.
You guys aren't PPR, right?
No.
So that does change things a bit.
I might be in a little bit of trouble.
You might be in some trouble. Well, you should have started Gino. You know what? We had our results.
At least they didn't start Wolodarski.
Yeah, yeah. But imagine losing to a guy who started Wolodarski.
Snead didn't get us what we needed. Correct?
Snead was okay-ish.
He was okay, but he didn't get what we. But it's
disappointing that your commissioner. We had our results immediately following the game.
What can I say? I don't want to get fined.
Yeah. It was an incredible week, though.
Yes.
This could be the good on the good, bad, and ugly. This could be, that's a good for the Italian Center. Nobody does it like the Canadian Football League.
Was it 9 points?
It was all 4 games were decided by 9 points total. 9 points separated the entire league this weekend. How about this?
And we're not talking 13-10 victory.
No. Like going into the game I was doing, there had been 210 points scored in 3 games.
Yeah.
That's an average of 70 points per game. Also, on top of high scoring, extremely entertaining football games, you got all-time finishes. Here's where the final points were scored this week in the Canadian Football League. BC Hamilton goes to overtime. Edmonton Montreal, 15 seconds left. Ottawa Toronto, 41 seconds left.
And what a comeback.
Winnipeg Calgary, walk-off Paredes after Castillo hit one from 63 with like a minute left. So absolutely phenomenal finishes. All 8 teams that played this week scored in the final 3 minutes. And the Edmonton Elks come away with a victory. Cody Fajardo to Julian Grant in the ultimate revenge game setup.
Second touchdown of the day.
Yeah.
2.
God.
I love it. Well, he said he wanted to go back to last
McCord
game
should have
too.
started
Like,
him instead of Wolodarski.
He should have, yeah.
And then Trev fell in love with Cody Fajardo and became you got locked in. You love Fajardo though, eh?
Oh, I do, man.
You're not the first guy I know around the league this year that's like watching the league for the first time and loves Cody Fajardo.
He's probably the best QB in the whole league right now. No?
Well, you're getting a little carried away.
Yeah.
But I love
better?
the embrace of Killam and Fajardo. It was like all the nasties who were there who were riding with Jay's play of the day.
That was a cool shot.
Yeah.
Like seeing them embrace. And he was just like, yeah, you trust me. Oh, and what he said post. Yeah, man, that was so sweet. The next day, I had to tune in to the Green and Gold post-game show with Glue Guy and Matawanik. Love what they had to say. They break it down so good. But yeah, I mean, as far as, like I've been going to the games, Zach and I, we've been tailgating and whatnot. And I've been watching, but I'm like, oh, okay, nice. Like, good for the Elks. Nice. Or they lose. I'm like, okay, that sucks, right? But it's not even close. Like, that was my moment, man. Like, I was so engaged in the final stretch there, like that last minute. I mean, that was so sick. Like, I was like, there's no way they can do it. And they did. So, yeah, man, like, I was just like the whole bar. It was bumping. But, man, just seeing Cody, he was clutch, man. He was so clutch. So, that was fun. And, yeah, may or may not be Cody for Halloween this year. We'll see.
You don't have to do much.
I do like the idea of you going to Cody Fajardo for Halloween.
A lot of people were like, hey, man, you look like Cody. And I was like, And I started looking, and then I know Gager sent a text in our group chat a while back saying, like, have they ever been in the same room?
I said it when you started. I've been saying it since the dawn of time.
Yes, I remember that too.
I don't ever remember saying it.
Nobody remembers anything.
Immediately, week one.
Yeah.
Starting it.
You wouldn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
It would be the cheapest costume in all of it. Like, you wouldn't even have... You could buy the jersey, I guess, but you just wear street clothes and be like, I'm Cody Fajardo.
That's true. Okay, yeah. I would definitely go all out. Like, I'd have the whole uniform and whatnot. But, yeah, man, that was just so sick. So, and Cody, we trust. Let's go.
Andrea from Calgary texts into the Paris Jewelers inbox this morning. I had the Elks game on my phone while I was at the Surge game because that's how much I love the CFL, and I genuinely felt excited for everyone at the Nasty Bash when they pulled off the win. CFL Week 10 was outstanding. People who say the CFL sucks are just wrong. Absolutely wrong. I love this league.
Yeah, one guy must be rolling in his grave. We did watch part of the game on Rob from the Grove's phone while Fergie's TV went out.
TV was out. And then Fergie takes no responsibility for it.
Oh, not at all. Come to my club, he says.
Yeah.
Come here, he's Mr. Host with the most. And then something goes wrong and
Fergie has his own beer on tap at the St. Albert Rugby Club.
Yeah.
And the joke was that you couldn't get it on tap after 7 p.m. because he had to shut it down.
Makes your knees all wobbly.
He's such a beauty. But honestly, the TV thing was completely unacceptable, Ferg.
Nuts. You have to clean that up.
Trying to watch a great moment in sports history.
But didn't even move.
Happens.
Could have gone to the back and said, I'll look into it.
He didn't even ask
He could have
anybody.
went to the back and sat on a chair. At least we would be under the impression he's doing something.
He just kept sitting there. Man, that was tough. Atif is saying, thank you for the heart-to-heart. I saw you guys underneath the TV later in the night, just you and Atif.
Yeah.
You must have sat there for half an hour.
I think so.
Yeah.
So Wheels, come over here. Let's have a little chat.
Did you sell him a Nasty Club membership?
Yeah. No, that's what I was working on.
Yeah,
That's what
you
took so
gotta
long.
get
And then he's near the end, he just finished. I'll consider it.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, you better. But yeah, a lot of heart-to-hearts I had, and Atif was one of them.
Good. I'm glad that you were going around having in-depth conversations with
man.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Terry M over in the chat says, the good thing about the Grey Cup 2025 is we wanted to put up with the Bombers and the Argos. How refreshing is that?
Oh.
Don't jinx it.
Don't say.
I mean, we'll see what happens. The Argos are reeling.
Well, and they
the Elks,
they didn't play again. They're not getting stomped in these games. Like, I don't think they really reflect 2-7. But I mean, when you're up 22 to what, 1? Or at one point it
was 22-1 at the end of the first
flying.
quarter. Yeah. And then Dinwiddie after the game basically saying there's a bunch of pretenders on the team. I don't know how many of those bullets you can let fly out there.
Did they have to take down the rant?
Oh my God. Breaking news. Edmonton Elks are favorites this week at Play Alberta. They've done it. They're a favorite.
Well, you're hosting the team with too many pretenders.
Well, that's the thing. The Elks are minus 1.5 point favorites to open up over at Play Alberta. We'll take a look at that a little bit later on with our Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. So that's interesting. Very intriguing, actually. All right, on the way next, more of your reaction to the Nasty Bash. If you were the commissioner, Quinn Phillips, how would you punish Tommy Gazzola? We'll get into that a little bit. The good, bad, and ugly from the weekend still coming up as well. But off-season, what off-season?
What off-season?
The Whipping Boy bracket begins. Got our first matchup locked and loaded, ready to go. We'll lay that out for you. Be ready for it. Should be a lot of fun here for the rest of the summer, deciding which poor soul was the biggest whipping boy in the history of this organization. Rod Smith, just after 7 o'clock today on an incredible weekend in the Canadian Football League. Right now, let's get to a sports update with the one and only Lieutenant Eric.
The Edmonton Riverhawks advanced into the North Division Finals yesterday with an 8-7 win over Victoria. North Division Finals one-off game will go tomorrow night back at Remax against the Bellingham Bells. Blue Jays avoiding the series sweep down in LA. They'd hold on for a 5-4 victory over the Dodgers. Jays will have the day off. They'll return home to open a 6-game homestand tomorrow night against the Cubs. Stingers capped the regular season with a 97-77 victory over Winnipeg yesterday from the Expo Center. Stingers now playoff bound. They'll visit Calgary Thursday. The winner will advance to take on Vancouver in the West semifinals. Justin Rose rallied late to defeat J.J. Spawn in a playoff at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. And PFC action from the CJFL yesterday. The Edmonton Huskies falling at home to the Regina Thunder 31-16, while the Wildcats, they'd win on the road, stunning the Colts down in Calgary 35-19. Huskies are on the road next Sunday visiting Saskatoon, while the Wildcats host the Winnipeg Rifles. Up next, the Whipping Boy bracket begins on off-season. What off-season? As Hour 1 of the Nielson Show continues here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
You don't need a reason to keep people pleasing, treason, reason, keys and sneezing. It's off season, what off season? 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 It's off season, what off season?
Off season, what off season? It is the Nielson Show coming out from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. Edmonton Sports Talk brought to you by our great partners over at Play Alberta. Use the code EST Sports Deposit 20. Get a $50 free bet today. All right, we are going to launch the Whipping Boy bracket in just 1 second. Rob from the Grove texts in and says, "Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you again for a fun Friday night of the Nasty Bash. I'm just catching up. But Tony came around and was asking everybody if we had made bets with him." Also, I think he's in a little bit of trouble. So Tony was just randomly going around and people being like, people that would have been popping by Westgate Boston Pizza during the playoffs, be like, "Did I make a bet with you?"
Do you happen to remember if I...
I have a feeling Tony and Curtis are in the Uber on the way to Boston Pizza, and Curtis is like, "You better make this right. You better get out of a lot of these bets." So Tony's in there trying to renegotiate bets with people he didn't even have
He's chasing
bets
it now.
with.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. All right, 780-218-9999. Jen says, "Guys, punishment was already given. The new punishment cannot be given. As the commissioner stated, moving forward, you lose 2% for promotion." Tommy just played the system. Well, that was the last statement, right? That was before the draft. So we'll see what happens. I just know this. I know Quinn is not happy.
Well, I don't know what that means. I mean, she kind of just makes stuff up off the fly, doesn't she? Like, I don't think there's any sort of standard or book that she's going through here. It's just kind of.
I mean, I would kind of say this. I think both of our commissioners so far have made things up off the fly, though. Right? I think when you're in that commissioner spot, a lot of stuff comes at you quickly.
Yeah, you got to just handle it on emotion. Now,
Wannick eventually left on his own. You're a fan of full reinstatement.
He walked out. Yeah. Full reinstatement.
I don't know. Maybe Quinn steps down today. I don't know what's going to happen.
But Matt's still influencing from afar, though, as you saw on Friday's episode of the Hangout. This is all him. He's the puppet master.
Tommy, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's an unfair statement to say that Matt planted the head. If you were listening, planted the idea in the head of Gazzola to just take another 2% penalty and push through,
and then tried coming after me.
I heard him mention you as well. I'm just posting the Whipping Boy bracket. Just the first matchup.
Yeah, get
the Whipping Boy bracket begins. Round 1, defense reason. Who is the more criticized Oiler? All right, first round matchup we're going to get to here in off-season, one off-season. Trev, can you throw this up on the YouTube poll as well? The first matchup will be in the blue line region. Darnell Nurse versus Justin Schultz.
Oh, boy.
I know. This is the type of bracket we have, boys. This is a big one. This is a big one.
Just quickly in the nasty check, Corey B says, "Curtis fell on my wife."
Let me make a note here.
Lyrics. I just can't.
Curtis fell on Corey B's wife.
All right.
My God, you guys.
Don't need the story.
Jeez. Wow, what a night. What a night. Big Uke says, if the commission adds any extra punishment, she should also tender her resignation. This is the bed you've made with your lack of real rules. Now lay in it, move on. Dwayne from Tway says, less desirable commissioner job, CFL or EST draft.
No,
I would much rather be the commissioner of the Canadian Football League right now.
Yeah.
Like, things are on the up and up.
Yes.
Things are skyrocketing forward in the CFL. I'm not sure we can say the same with the nerd/geek draft looming.
Unless Quinn introduces season-long fantasy today, I don't think there's anything she
My
can do.
God. Imagine if Quinn comes on and announces season-long CFL fantasy in the ultimate twist.
For the EST draft.
Oh, man, I thought you meant she was going to be the one who announces the season long.
Either or. I mean,
God, that would be something. I can't believe that Curtis and Tony, Westgate, Boston Pizza, those guys are nuts.
I tell you.
Oh, God, the nasty bash. Am I right? I've got to get to work on this song here. It'd be a good one.
No, it's
you guys
fun.
think it's a good choice of song?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Makes
timely.
sense,
Yeah,
right?
right.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Good. I'll get after it then. All right. Let's dive into this whipping boy bracket. Who was the more criticized Oiler? Darnell Nurse or Justin Schultz? Wow. I'm talking very early results on Twitter. Justin Schultz leading the way. Over on the YouTube chat, Darnell Nurse is leading the way. Da, 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 da. This is what the whipping boy bracket's all about. Both of them criticized so heavily, fairly or unfairly, that now we can't decide which one had it worse. One still has it bad.
Well, how much will recency bias kind of play into this as well, as one is still getting, a bit of a whip every once in a while.
Who do you think was going to win this one?
I thought it'd be Darnell Nurse just based on recency bias. I mean, you can make a very strong case for Justin Schultz. The hype and the bravado when he was brought in, right? Like
He was the D-man that was going to be with hope. And
Yeah.
that was,
And for Darnell Nurse's defense, too, I mean, it's the deal, right? It's not necessarily, you can point to his play every once in a while, maybe more times than not. But the deal he's on, which, everybody would take in a heartbeat, that's kind of the thing that's criticized, is you're not getting what you're paying the guy. So it's that justify as a whipping boy? I don't know.
Yeah, like Schultz just straight up took heat for the way he played, whereas Nurse's is linked into the contract.
It's always linked to the contract.
Not that he's perfect, but the contract really hurts Nurse, whereas
Yeah.
Schultz was just straight up taking that heat on his own.
Regardless
Like,
of
it
the
wasn't
deal,
like
yeah.
Schultz got $8 million and people are like, this contract's killing the team right now. Trev, who are you going to vote for on this one? Darnell Nurse or Justin Schultz? Who's the more criticized Oiler?
I already voted Darnell Nurse.
You did vote Darnell Nurse?
On both polls?
Both
Both polls?
Yeah.
I don't think I can vote on either of them because they're my polls.
I switched it up.
Yeah. You voted Schultz?
On one and then Nurse on the other.
Oh, you
nice.
fence sitter.
I pretty much canceled I ate my ballot.
No, but at least you contributed.
Oh, yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
you
No, you get in the process.
participated.
Yeah.
You participated. Now on Twitter, Nurse has 53% of the vote and Schultz has 46%.
So this closes, it's a 24-hour poll? Is that
Well, what we'll
I
do
know
is
YouTube
the
isn't necessarily, but-
YouTube will be up until the end of the show.
Yeah.
We'll take that percentage, we'll combine it with this percentage, and that's how it'll work. So just have to make a note on what the poll is at the end of the show. But it is interesting. I think the case you can make for Justin Schultz is what we were just discussing. The fact that his heat was not contract related, which I don't.
But that's not
It
Justin
almost
Schultz's fault either. Like,
No, it's
like,
not. But it almost feels like, well, I guess this is what happens when you get a big deal, right? You're gonna take extra heat. Penner's Pancake says Nurse would have 50% less heat if his contract was 6.25 mil. Big Maple, please send that text in. He's over on the chat. That could be text of the day. Big Maple, Nurse is pumping this poll up on his Instagram. Oh, buddy, that's Big Maple. That's too good, dude. You got to make sure you text that one in. You have to make sure you text that one in. I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know how we're gonna top that one today. That was pretty good. Miranda down in YYC. Morning, guys. Justin Schultz got more heat from the coaching staff compared to Nurse. Nurse gets it more from the public, partially due to who was coaching that fed the public ire as well.
Okay. Well,
Dallas Aikens window there. Dallas Aikens, by the
Interesting.
way, will be in the bracket a little bit later. I'll
Yes,
I'll post the full bracket a little bit later on today. We'll have that out on Twitter.
Ryan from Saskatchewan says they used to boo Schultz when he touched the puck before he was traded. I think that might be the kicker for me.
Good point. How often do we see the boo birds on Darnell Nurse?
When you think about it,
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Do you recall a time?
No,
Like the
this year,
touching of the puck thing,
no, this year for me being in the like watching as a fan, it was definitely Evan Bouchard. He was getting boos. I heard a lot of boos.
Well, Bouchard will be up tomorrow in the Whipping Boy bracket.
Well, there we go.
Bouch versus Tom Pody tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
This is just two bangers to start the bracket. Our first bracket.
Nurse no
at EST.
booze. Troll says Nurse. He cost them a cup. Schultz didn't.
Jeez. Scalding Gord, if this poll was a honeymoon, McDavid would be on it. Oh, you guys. Scalding Gord's been on an all-time heater.
Yeah, and he was
with text.
slinking around at the Nasty
Oh, yeah,
Bash.
yeah,
I'm
Scalding
like,
Gord is
you
up in
are
the house.
low-key the dirtiest, most insane texter at this party, and nobody even knows it.
Barry the Cheater says Justin Schultz is still waiting for his Norris trophy. I wonder how much of this, from a recency bias perspective, is Twitter is more vicious now than it was when Schultz was playing. I always feel like it is. Twitter used to be somewhat of a happy
Yeah.
place.
So imagine
and then
what
Twitter just went completely
Yeah.
off the rails.
Today's Twitter with Justin Schultz.
Oh, my
like,
God.
in that timeline, what would that look like, right?
Like, imagine Justin Schultz was essentially a bad Evan Bouchard. Think about that. Think about how he goes over now. And then that obviously stung when you move him away and wins a couple Stanley
Tony
Cups.
would be flying.
Yeah. Tony once had a bet Justin Schultz won't score 5 goals this year. Went around, changed them all. All right, so Darnell Nurse on YouTube is at 66%. On Twitter, he's at 58% of the vote. So we'll see how this one sorts itself out. Do we think we get a Bouchard Nurse second round, or can Tom Pody actually pull off maybe a bit of an upset against Evan Bouchard tomorrow on the show?
Boosh is cleaning that one up.
You think so?
Yes.
He's going to run away with it?
Yes.
And it is going to be something if Evan Bouchard comes out of the defense region when for years, including the acquisition of Justin Schultz, was like they need an offensive right shot D-man. And now they've got one of the best in the league, and he's going to take a run in this Whipping Boy bracket to possibly win the entire thing. What are we doing here? That being said, sometimes I think he does need to be more intense.
Yeah.
It's true. All right, we'll get to a few more of your text messages. We got the good, bad, and ugly from the weekend coming up. We've got Rod Smith. He's going to join us. The Play Alberta Early Bird Bet. That's good for the Italian Center. And we are about an hour away from Quinn Phillips and Tom Gazzola on the show to maybe this is, what is this, that Crips and Bloods moment when they hold up bandanas tied together?
Yeah, I don't know how they do that on the split screen, but I'm here for it.
They were both in on it just to get Glue Guy relegated?
No, that's a theory. These are the theories I'm here for.
What?
I like where you're taking this now.
Yeah, where does this end up today? As for the first time ever, a draft dispute carrying over onto the Monday, as Eric and I just sit back and start prepping for the nerd/geek draft. Which will probably be going down early September, I think.
With Tom Gazzola.
Guys, I'm only assuming that Tony was once the heir to the Boston Pizza empire from Jim Treliving, but he's made a series of unfortunate wagers over the years and is now clinging to his last franchise.
Oh, he's clinging, baby.
Glue Guy said he threw the draft, which is a very interesting. Like even
After
that's
it's done,
that's
yeah,
flying under the radar too. As
With all of his bald eagle picks.
I threw the draft.
He did not throw
Glue
the
Guy
draft.
might even be more competitive than me when it comes to the drafts. There's no way he threw the draft. I refuse to believe it.
He should just blame it on Sickler.
Yeah, just blame it on
Fire
buddy
Sickler.
Sickler.
That can be your whipping boy.
Sickler was too busy working to help you put together the list.
He's out of town. Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens today. Ace says, what about Jeff Petrie? Jeff Petrie did not make the cut. We went with...
He failed in the play-in, did he?
yeah, he was in the play-in. He was in the play-in, but Justin Schultz ended up beating him in the play-in. So that's nice. All right, let's get into our good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. Trev, you got some goods and bads? Some uglies? All right. Good, bad, ugly brought to you by our partners over at the 780. If you've not yet checked them out, they, of course, helped us bring a few of our EST shirts to life. We're going to have to discuss. I'd like to drop another shirt in the fall.
Like a cardigan.
Yeah, I know somebody who's saying EST level 5 because of the old place. What was the other one? I Survived the Nasty Bash?
I don't
That's a
mind
tough
that.
one. That
Yeah.
one, those ones we should just have to sell at the Nasty Bash.
Yeah, and they should be, but it should be like war. Like they should be white, and then so all night you get the stains of everything on them.
So
And then
you put it on before. And
yeah,
then,
and then you get
I mean, that's not the worst idea in the world. We've had other bad ideas.
I'd get some dill on that.
Yeah.
Honey dill over that. Eh?
But if you do have ideas for our next shirt with the 780, let us know. Check them out. 780.com. They're in the Premium Outlet Mall by the airport, Southgate Center, Londonderry Mall, St. Albert Center, Kingsway Mall. Quick story about the airport yesterday. I had a rental vehicle.
Yeah, that was.
And I was driving it back to the airport yesterday, coming back from Calgary. And I had something stuck in my teeth. And I've been carrying these because I have the dentist appointment August 27th.
the dentist appointment.
I have a dentist appointment August 27th. So I've started carrying those little floss sticks.
Yeah.
So I had something stuck in my teeth. I was like, I got a floss stick in my backpack. So I was driving. I reached into the back and my little bathroom bag was in my backpack. I open it up, pull out the bathroom bag, grab a floss stick, floss while I'm driving. And then I get home last night and I was emptying my bag. My bathroom bag's not there. I was like, what? And I totally forgot that I'd taken it out of my bag, left it in the rental vehicle. So then I was just like, oh no. So Tammy calls Avis at the airport. It's like, can you check the vehicle to see? And sure enough, they had my bag down there. But I'm too busy to get to the airport today. So Tam and the kids, she's like, we'll make a trip out of it.
Oh.
So they're going to go down to the
outlet
airport.
mall and-
Oh, maybe they'll hit the outlet
Well,
mall
why
for lunch
not?
or something.
Here you
That
go.
could be nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a major mistake. I'm
Oh,
an
Marshall and the
idiot. I'm an
Muzz.
idiot.
They gotta love that though. Hey, that's
Yeah. Outlet mall just to pick up
to
daddy's
the airport. Yeah,
bathroom bag. Yeah. All right. What's your good from the weekend, Rick?
The good. Well, again, we've already discussed it, but CFL Week 10, specifically the Elks getting the win, and specifically more than that, getting the win. Well, we're at the Nasty Bash at the St. Albert Rugby Club.
Perfect.
That's how we wanted to draw it up. We were live there, pre and post show, green and gold kickoff with Maddie and Milne as well. It was looking a little frustrating. I had the privilege of sitting with a sober Hernan Salas for at least the first half of that game. Wasn't going so well for the Elks. But it wasn't even going so good for the Alouettes either. I mean, they were always there to beat in that game. They weren't running away with it. And maybe that's the more frustrating thing when you're seeing a team not beat you, but you beating yourselves. So eventually the Elks overcame. They got the win, albeit with bad TV reception. But yeah, the Elks win. And then kind of, that week as a whole was just, it was fantastic. Maybe not so much from a fantasy perspective when it's all said and done for myself, but I'm getting to watch Toronto hungover Saturday afternoon. The Stamps Bombers game, which, as you mentioned, you had the call. Paredes does it again. It was just all around great. Great week 10.
My good from the weekend was Sergio Castillo. I know they didn't win it, but he nailed a 63-yard field goal. And I know a kicker for Jacksonville in the NFL hit a 70-yarder, which has never been done in football at any level. But that was preseason. Castillo's 60 seconds left in the game to take the lead. I mean, the pressure on Castillo in that moment as opposed to the guy kicking the 70-yarder. I think Castillo's probably would have been good from about 67, 68, maybe even 70. But that was so fun to broadcast. Like a 60, you're on the other side of the, like it was very cool. So shout out Sergio Castillo. Also, I think that's a 5-point field goal for my fantasy team, which I didn't mention on the broadcast. Don't want to be biased.
You did bring up a few fantasy.
I like to sprinkle them
here
in.
and there's. Yeah,
I like to sprinkle them in.
Oh, it'd be good if you had him in fantasy.
Brady Oliveira. In fantasy today. That'd be great. Trev, what's your good from the weekend, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, being at my first ever Nasty Bash was sick. Being able to actually party was just awesome, and it was great. It was a dream come true. But I mean, I'm going to echo what LT said. The Elks game was just sick, and in particular the final minute there, like that was awesome. That was I'm telling you, man.
This is your preview to the bus trip,
dude. Yes, I'm telling
wait till the bus trip. Imagine if they beat Calgary on Labor Day in Calgary. That bus coming back, buddy.
Locked in.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. Yeah, no, that's going to be awesome. But in that final stretch, the last minute there, it was like a where were you moment, and I was just thinking, I'm like, no, this right here is where I became like a CFL, like an Elks fan. I've been following it for a year now, but like an Elks fan, like I'm in, man. That was it. Like that was so awesome to watch, and being able to. I was talking to Luke after your brother. It was cool, and he was like, "Man, how good was that?" I've seen this quite a bit back home, but in Edmonton, you don't see that too much. So being in a bar, seeing how riled up everyone was, it was so good. So that was my good.
What's your bad from the weekend, Rick?
The bad, and I'm just going to use this category to discuss it. It's not necessarily bad, aside from the result, was the Edmonton Huskies dropping their home opener yesterday from the JP Bowl, and that was 31-16 to the Regina Thunder. But a lot of good around this, too, as Jason Mill and I got to the pregame down there. Live from the JP Bowl. We had a variety of guests, including the Commish of the
I saw that.
CJFL.
You guys had like 3 different guests on, didn't you?
Absolutely. Jason, want to thank Jason, the GM of the Huskies, for having us out. It was a great day. Chris Durham as well, joining us from the alumni. And a packed house. I mean, the place was packed. They had sea change beer going. Concession was lined up all the way down it was a great day and perfect weather. You had a bit of a breeze. Sun was hidden behind the clouds, so it was warm. The breeze was nice. It was kind of cross field, so it made things a little difficult. For the quarterbacks, I guess, maybe you could argue. A little bit of spit near the end, a little bit of rain, but that cooled you off as well. So a great day for football, a great crowd down there at the JP Bowl, and I think we had a pretty good broadcast, but unfortunately the Huskies falling to the Thunder 31-16. It was, couldn't really stop the run, specifically in the second half there. But the Huskies quarterback, they got one here. Like he was great. And then Jay had him on the show last week. Told him if you get a touchdown, do the airplane celebration because he wants to be a pilot.
Okay.
And so his first touchdown,
he did it.
He's doing the airplane.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
It was a great day, but ultimately a bad result. Huskies back home. If you want to catch them again from the JP Bowl, that'll be in a month. They head out on a road trip here, so they'll host the Edmonton Wildcats Sunday.
Huskies
September
Wildcats
14th. September 14th.
Right.
Sunday, September 14th.
Reed Wilkins popping up in the chat this morning.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Hammer the thumbs up for us, eh? Hammer the thumbs up here in the 6 o'clock hour after a Nasty Bash weekend. Just be smashing through this thing. Where are we at here? 20 away from changing 100. Let's do that. Trev, what's your good? What's your bad from the weekend?
I'll be very quick with this.
Okay.
My bad was my Saturday. I did nothing. I was in bed all day.
You did what?
Yeah.
You were in bed all day?
Oh, well, and then I went to my couch, and then I was on my couch,
Yeah,
and then I
you
went back to my bed. Yeah, no, it was tough.
God, you're so lucky.
Yeah, I know, man. I was very lucky.
I woke up first. I went to bed at like 2:30. Woke up at 6. Was like, felt okay, but I was just like, why can't I sleep? So I fell back I was in and out for like the next couple hours, and I was like, whatever. Got up, arrived in Calgary around noon. Got into my room, crushed a good 3-hour nap. That set me up nicely to call that game.
Nice. How was that drive?
The drive was fine. I actually, like I said, I do think those pills worked a little bit. Okay. My bad was driving home yesterday, though. I'm driving home. I think it was just north. Yeah, it was north of Red Deer because I had stopped in Red Deer. I'm driving home, and there's like this Spartan race on the side of the highway. Like this huge Spartan race, all these competitors. And This is a big self-reflection moment. I'm driving past this Spartan race and just all these jacked people. And I had a bag of sour cream and onion chips that I was just going to town on as a road trip snack. And I'm like, just throwing chips in my mouth, being like, "Look at those people! That's really impressive."
Yeah,
I felt like such a lazy ass, just driving home, crushing a bag of sour cream and onion chips, looking at the Spartan race people, being like, "Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice." Crunch, crunch, crunch. That's my bad from the weekend. That's just
one of those Spartans running in and seeing a guy like,
hey, keep going, man! You're killing it, guy.
You see the last guy, you're like, wow, he's slow.
Yeah. Wow, man, you need to work out a bit more.
Yeah, you need to
throw the bag in.
Fasten up there, buddy.
Oh, it was this horrible timing. Like I happened to be crushing a bag of chips that I got in Red Deer's little snack on the way. I was just like, oh, damn. All right, what's your ugly from the weekend?
Well, it's got to be, and I'm going to go to racing here. Connor Zilic, Watkins Glen International. He won Saturday's Xfinity race. You see this video?
No.
So you know how they do in racing? They get out of the car and then they kind of stand on top of it.
Yeah.
Look, I want a live reaction here on air from you.
Do you
on
tweet it out or something? Or?
Connor Zilic. Well, I'll find it here and I can retweet it. Sure.
All right.
It's all around.
Here I just.
It's not good. And it's like it's ugly because it's embarrassing. Like he's
19 years old.
You've had a knee like that. That's and then he just lays there. He's got like the milk, like or the Red Bull. He's ready to go.
He broke his collarbone.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel awful for laughing.
No, but it's just
that is
it's
hilarious.
An ugly fall. It's embarrassing, and then he just kind of laid there, motionless.
Well, his leg got like.
I know.
Oh no.
So like,
poor kid. Oh, that sucks.
The collarbone's one thing, but I thought the leg was just the knee.
Yeah,
because it stays in the window. His body goes one way, the knee sticks there. So that's
mean.
Ugly with the.
But it's funny. I mean, it's funny, but yeah.
It's like you in the dunk competition.
Yeah, very
like
similar. Very similar. I mean, that
well, no, but it hurts.
Yeah,
it sucks. But I mean, it's kind of
funny too. Trev, what's your ugly from the weekend, buddy?
That's good.
Did you see it?
That.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Tough recovering from that one. Yeah, my ugly. Well, I'm just gonna leave it at this. You're gonna have to tune in for confessions tomorrow.
Oh wow,
that's my ugly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
What? From the weekend.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that
because it was ugly. Not one of my proudest moments. It was tough.
Okay.
It was embarrassing, and luckily I don't.
Is
feel
this
like,
nasty bash related?
Yes, and if I would have felt like Connor Zilic here, if anyone saw it, that's how embarrassing it was.
All right. Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear this story.
Ugly.
Confessions tomorrow, 7:25. Don't miss it. My ugly from the weekend, I guess, would be the landlord. Everybody at the bash was like, "How'd it go? How'd it go?" Soft, dusty kind of guy. No, it's quite the story. It's quite the story. So I took Nate the Builder over there. He's gonna look. He was gonna get some of his guys.
Level 5 finish.
No, it turns out level 5 finish was not required. I think the other guy was trying to
surprise.
But anyway, so then the landlady says, she goes, "You know who I'd like to do this job because I can trust him? Victor." Victor, the Russian spa guy who always was smoking out. We became pretty good buddies with Victor.
Yeah.
Like Victor's a beauty. So I was just like, okay. I said, well, let's get Victor up here. So Victor comes up, he looks at it, he's looking at it. He's talking. He's got 3 phones going. People are calling him like crazy. So I said to Victor, and I had got a number from Nate the Builder, which was workable. So then I go to Victor. I said, Victor, give me the number. Like, what's the number? Like
ballpark.
He goes, I do it to everything 4,500. And I was just like, So then I said, well, I've been told I could probably get it done for 3,500. And he's like, he goes, I not try to screw you. 4,000. And I said, my man. So then I said, how about this? I said, I'll give you 2,000 and I'll trade you 2,000 and advertise it on Edmonton Sports Talk. And we meet in the middle. And he's like, deal. So Victor is doing the repairs at the old place. I'm paying him a couple of grand to do it.
And he'll also be doing ads.
Yeah. And then you're going to hear, and I don't know what because he's got like a management service, he's got a restoration company, they got the spot out
I
there.
want him voicing them all.
Yeah, I don't know what he's like. We will chat about the ads. I was like, perfect, done. So yeah, you're gonna hear. Yeah, I do want him cold read just outside with a dart.
Yeah,
like smokes partway through the read.
Hello, I am Victor.
Give me a call. 780-902. Like so. Anyway, but then so that was a separate side deal. Then the damage deposit. Like so, my damage deposit wasn't going to go towards this because she's like, we need it for other things.
Yeah.
I'm like, lady, you're killing me. So I said, look, you want the carpets cleaned. I said, let's just split the carpet cleaning.
Replace the
Okay,
damage.
I'll pay for half the carpet cleaning. The carpet sucks. You should probably take all the carpet out and do it again. It sucked when we moved in. So I finally negotiated her down to half the carpet cleaning. And then she goes, I also missed out on a month of rent because the new people couldn't move in.
Oh.
And I'm so soft. And I was so done with this lady. I said, look, I'll give you half a month's rent. And then, so in the end, she's supposed to give me back $250 from the damage deposit. But I have a feeling she's going to try to screw me over out of that as well. But
she wore you down. Keep steady on the $250.
Yeah, you're going to give me that $250.
That's the thing we win here.
I need it to pay Victor. So here's the thing, though. Like our code is still on the door, so I'm just going to go over whenever I want anyway. Well, until they change
give us the $250.
It's our lock, so yeah, we'll see how that plays out. So anyway, in the end, Victor's the hero.
And you'll be hearing me a lot more on EST.
Yeah.
I want the cold read.
Victor will be on the hangout today. All right, we've got Rod Smith coming up. He's going to join us. Hour number 2 looks a little bit like this.
I can't believe he never joined. Like at one time during the time we were in there.
Who joined?
Victor. Was he in the hangout?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know how he would have done on the hangout.
But it
would have been hilarious, though.
Would have got numbers.
Yeah. So anyway, they're doing it right now. Victor's a beauty. So yeah, Victor of all people,
I love it.
Saves the day, like just the best. All right, you can text us anytime. Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999. Rod Smith is going to join us to recap just an all-time weekend in the Canadian Football League. The Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day will actually take a look ahead to Week 11 lines in the CFL. That's good for the Italian Center. And Quinn Phillips versus Tom Gazzola at 7:45 today as the bird draft controversy rolls into week number 2. Hopefully we'll get that thing put to bed a little bit later on today. But an incredible weekend in the Canadian Football League. What was the most crazy thing about it? We'll get into that with Rod. Let's get to a sports update right now for Chelsea with Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton.
The Edmonton Riverhawks advancing to the North Division Finals in the West Coast League with an 8-7 victory over Victoria yesterday. They will now play a one-off game tomorrow night at Remax against the Bellingham Bells. Toronto Blue Jays, meanwhile, they avoid the series sweep down in LA, holding on for a 5-4 win over the Dodgers. Jays have the day off. They'll return home and open a 6-game homestand when they welcome in the Cubs to start a 3-game set tomorrow night. Stingers would cap the regular season 97-77 over Winnipeg yesterday from the Expo Center. Stingers will now visit the Calgary Surge on Thursday. Winner of that game will advance to take on Vancouver in the West semifinals. Justin Rose rallying late, defeating J.J. Spawn in a playoff at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Over to football, where the Edmonton Huskies would fall at home to the Regina Thunder 31-16. Wildcats with a stunning win down in Calgary 35-19 over the Colts. Huskies will visit the Hilltops Sunday, while the Wildcats will return home to host the Winnipeg Rifles. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834.
I can remember back being an 11-year-old kid, about 75 pounds, on the basketball court against the neighborhood bully. Kicking him behind, left, right, and center. And when it was all said and done, he was a little bit upset, so he punched me in the mouth. My uncles were over on the side observing, talking amongst themselves adult things. When he punched me in the mouth, I decided I'm running to my uncle. You know what he did? He pushed me back to him. I went back, he punched me in my mouth again. I ran to my uncle looking for protection. Needed a big bro to protect me. He pushed me back again. And you know what I did? I faced him in the eye. And I said, my uncle's not going to help me. So I punched him in the face. And then I looked him in the eye and I said, then what? Now what? Now what? Now what are you going to do?
707, little Cavis Reed pump-up song for you on a Monday morning. Play Alberta, early bird bet of the day still to come. All our Nielson Show original songs brought to you by Totem Outdoor Outfitters. New gear, used gear, trading, consigned sport for every season with hockey equipment and skates ready to go year-round. Family store that takes pride in finding the right fit for you. Visit them at 7430 99th Street or online, www.totemoutfitters.ca. Both of my kids are in hockey camps next week, so it's time to put on the equipment and see how much they've outgrown it.
Totem.
Then
line
straight
one.
to Totem with Marshall and the Muzz. We'll have to. I'm assuming both of them have probably outgrown a few things. I swear to God, they've both grown like 2 inches in the
summer
last
of
3
growth.
months.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I need to stop feeding them.
There's an idea.
Yeah.
Here, drink this coffee.
That's
You heard of coffee before? Here, it's great.
That's good for the Italian Center coming up around 7:30, and then Quinn Phillips and Tom Gazzola on the show at 7:45. All-time weekend in the Canadian Football League. We laid it out a little bit earlier. All 8 teams scored in the final 3 minutes. 2 games came down to the final play. The Elks with 15 seconds left. Ottawa with 41 seconds left. Over 250 combined points scored through the 4 games. It was, and all 4 games total separated by 9 points. I mean, what are you supposed to say? Let's bring in Rod Smith. He was on some calls this weekend. Rod, I mean, you've covered the league for a long time, man. I've been around for about half a decade, and obviously was a big fan before that. It was an all-timer, wasn't it?
It was. I can't remember anything like it, Dusty. You've seen a lot of great games, and occasionally you get, 2 even on the same weekend. But this was one that after Thursday night, I thought, okay, now, no pressure on the other 3. It'd be pretty hard to top that. And then you get the next night, and then you get the 2 on Saturday. And the way your game ended in Calgary too, and I just couldn't get over it. How and not only that all 4 games went that way, but there were, and maybe not all of them, but there were these twists right at the end. Like take for example that 63-yard kick by Castillo that you're thinking, wow, what a story. Winnipeg comes back and they win it on this kick, and then all of a sudden Calgary has just enough time to go back and win. That was really entertaining weekend, and I know it, you're right. I mean, I've watched the game a long, long time, all my life, and I can't recall like a set of games like that.
Suits and I are sitting there waiting to call the 4th game of the week, and we're looking at each other being like, there's been 3 bangers this week. We're getting a dud.
Grab hands.
We're getting a dud. Let's just get through it. And it ended up being a pretty damn good game as well. The BC Lions and Ticats, that was such an interesting one because we're sitting there watching that game, and everybody you guys are talking about is, 70 points.
Hammer the over.
Are they going to get there again? And then super slow start. And then what did we say Friday morning? Was it 36 points in the
third quarter alone? Yeah.
Like it just the second half of that game ended up being what we expected, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. And the dynamic was a bit different from the one in Vancouver 2 weeks earlier when BC had the lead. And this time it was, Milanovic had said all along, hey, this winning record is nice. This winning streak is great, but these guys can't get too complacent and feel like, hey, we're going to be able to pull it out of the fire all the time and come back as they had before in Edmonton and in Vancouver. And this time they did have the lead, and they just couldn't hang on to it. And that was another one too. With James Butler has made no, he hasn't been shy about saying he wanted to stick it to his old team, and it looked like he was going to do it in Vancouver. They ended up losing, and then he gets that touchdown catch that, essentially that put him ahead. It ends up going to overtime, but. Just another twist. There were so many interesting little storylines going on within these close games too that I found really interesting. But yeah, that one was crazy. And then ironically, with all the offense, maybe the biggest play was a defensive play, forcing a fumble that gave the Lions a chance in overtime to win it.
Rod Smith with us on the show this morning. We had a big listener party on Friday night. and we were watching the Elks. The Elks game.
Yeah.
We're sitting there going, "Oh boy, wouldn't this be something if they actually won a game where we had like 150 people together watching it?" And then they pull it off. Cody Fajardo at the end of the game, giving Killam a big hug. I mean, obviously Fajardo, much like James Butler with what you were talking about, Cody's not going to sit here and say, "Oh, I really want it," but you can tell that he did. And you know what? I don't know where this takes Edmonton, but they had to get one at some point, right, Rod? And I think Cody Fajardo has really got everybody buying in right now around these parts.
Yeah, I mean, a good story again, Dusty, especially just the way it played out at the end. And I've been feeling for Mark Killam, who came into this team. We were talking about this before. I think when they lost in Saskatchewan after coming back, they were rallying a bit in the fourth quarter. That was Fajardo's first start. That, I'm sure it's hard on Mark Killam to feel all this pressure from fans and media. And he inherited a lot of it, really, including the whole controversy with Trey Ford. This has been going on the last few years. And he jumps in from Calgary. And when the start is slow, as it was for Edmonton, the pressure ramps up a lot faster because of what went on in 2021 and 22 and, in 23 and last year. And he inherited that. I mean, it's not fair, but that's just what he was handed. And so I'm happy for him to see get a big win like that to take some of the pressure off, and also a sign, as much as I'm a Trey Ford fan, I know you are as well, but I think it was a good idea to make the switch, to mix things up, to see where it leads them. And then Fajardo has, I don't think superstar at this point yet, but I mean, certainly has given them a chance to win ball games, and that comeback, I mean, you could see it. It was just one of those things. You could see it brewing as they drove down with seconds to go. I thought, no, is this really going to happen? And the fact it was Keon Julian Grant as well. I couldn't help but wonder if they're in the huddle even say, like, we were in this together. I mean, this is our old club. I mean, they ditched both of us or they wouldn't bring us back. So let's do it. And it was a great play by Julian Grant at the 5 to that second effort to get into the end zone. I thought that was storybook. That was pretty cool to see.
Rod, speaking of comebacks too, and as Dusty mentioned, we had a staff function Friday. I was laying on my couch hungover Saturday afternoon, getting to enjoy the Red, Blacks, and Argonauts, and it was hilarious in a point, maybe not so much comedic, but it's just everything was kind of going on in that game, and you didn't really know where it would end up in the end. Ultimately, Ottawa pulling out the win, but Ryan Dinwiddie, his post-game comments again, to paraphrase a lot of passengers on the team. Toronto are in here next week to take on the Elks. I know for some people's power rankings, the Elks are out of the basement, and Toronto now occupies that spot and opening up as betting favorites against the Double Blue. So what's going on in Toronto, and what did you make of that fun affair?
Yeah, crazy, Eric, especially the way they started.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have that on my bingo card when it's 22-1 Toronto after one quarter. I mean, for Ottawa, it couldn't have been a bigger disaster. Especially the way, with Drew Brown coughing it up, who had an excellent game, by the way, as it turns out. But that was, Dwayne Ford was working the game with me, and we were thinking we better have lots of stories to tell in the second half because this is going to get out of hand. And, we saw that happen before in a playoff game when they just, last year in the playoffs when they met, I mean, they collectively put up 96 points, but the Argos just kept pouring it on. But it is a different team. And normally, you'd talk about differences on offense and differences on defense. But I think, as a unit, the biggest difference right now, what's killing them is special teams, is kick coverage. And that's, as I say, that's not normally something you'd bring up as a number one thing. But, they get killed in Winnipeg on it with Trey Vavel getting 2 return touchdowns. I think they've given up more return touchdowns than any team. Had that one at the end of the game against Saskatchewan that cost them a chance at the win. And then in this one, it wasn't return touchdowns, but it may as well have been because they were such long returns, one by Khalil Pimpleton, that got him back in the game. Yeah. I think Ottawa was down and out, and the big returns got him back, got him down to the 6. They get the touchdown. Start the second half when Ottawa got back in it. And then it's the ex-Argo, Dan Adeboboye, who, as Dwayne pointed out, was one of their top guys on kick coverage with the Argos. And they traded him away, and he has one. He burns them and gets it down close. They get a touchdown out of that. And that has been as big a part of the story, I think, as Chad Kelly or all the other changes that they've had to deal with right now. In fact, offensively, even without Kelly, I don't think that's their biggest problem. They can move the ball, they can score points, but they're just a lot of it because of special teams. They just can't prevent them.
Yeah, you make a great point. They can score points.
Arbuckle's been fine.
Arbuckle's among the league leaders.
Not
in
hurting
passing yards.
them.
It's not. It's the other aspects of the game that have let them down. And then the Calgary-Winnipeg game, the one that Suits and I did on Saturday, excuse me. Winnipeg's interesting, man. They now sit at 4-4.
Yeah.
And I know the panel was talking a little bit during that broadcast about, for the last 5 years, Winnipeg sort of had this aura around them that, and we were debating, Suits and I were talking about it at halftime when they were talking about it. We were kind of debating, like, is that gone now, do you think, Rod? Or is it still looming there with that group?
For me, it's not gone yet because all I have to see, there was the previous game against Calgary in Winnipeg when I saw Collaros before he got hurt.
Yeah.
He got knocked out of that game when he hit Dembski in like a 74-yard shot. It was just, every now and then you see these flashes and you go, okay, there it is. Or Brady busts one off. I mean, they still got it. I mean, and I'm a little bit more gun shy to doubt them in any way because I was starting to doubt them last year when they had a horrible start.
Yeah.
And then they turn it around and they find their way, they grind it out, they get to the Grey Cup a fifth straight time, which is just, that's amazing. And with the Grey Cup in Winnipeg this year, I don't know. I mean, there are certainly indicators. The way the Stampeders have improved and swept them 3 straight, the way Saskatchewan's looking now, obviously leading the way. I don't know about BC, especially head-to-head against Winnipeg. I mean, you've seen that, how the Bombers still seem to have the number. But it's just more competitive in the West now for Winnipeg. It's going to be awfully tough for them to get back into for a 6th straight Grey Cup, on their home field. But I just can't, with O'Shea leading the way, and with everything else going on with them, logic says maybe that aura is gone, but I still can't I still can't go there. I still can't quite give up on the Bombers. I still expect them at some point to just maybe catch lightning in a bottle and start turning it on the way they did before.
Rod, whenever I hear the 2 words, the catch, uttered to me in any form or fashion, my mind immediately goes to you. That clip again resurfacing this week. Can you just, for our listeners and viewers, and I will listen to this story for eternity. You could tell it to me. You could record it and I'd play it daily to wake myself up every day. But this story about the catch that we saw again with the suit, the move, the route, the tip, the grab, the fall, the whole bit. Can you just give us the background again, please?
Well, first of all, Eric, I thought that thing was done, burnt, never to be seen again. And somehow it finds a way of getting resurrected. About me now, there are things that are similar and things that are different. The thing that's different is the hair was a little darker then. The thing that's similar is I still can't keep my shirt tucked in under any circumstances. I'm just that kind of build, if you will, where the shirt. So, I guess I don't get style points there with the, with the suit on, but the shirt out. And what happened? That was in the parking lot. Paul Lapalisse, his first go around in studio with us, which before he went back to the Bombers as offensive coordinator. So it was probably 2015. And Lapo, he wanted to do a segment in his coach's playbook on one-handed catches. So he said, do you think we could go to like the parking lot at TSN in the Channel 9 studios in Toronto? So Schultze was there, and I don't know if Jock was there and Milt was there, and Lapo was just going to play quarterback and, throw it a little bit beyond us. And he wanted to demonstrate. I have no idea why I was involved in it anyway, but hey, I was happy to join in. So yeah, we ran it. We had fun with it, and I thought it was done. And that's so that's 10 years ago, and here we are. It lives somehow.
It was a great snack. It was a great snack.
I love it.
We were going to try to reenact it at the party Friday night. Lucas brought up. His brother brought a football. He's like, Dusty, you got to go out there and try to do the one-handed catch, and then the spin and fall. And then we got too carried away and never did it. Thank God.
Probably.
But yeah,
I was talking to Rick Campbell, just before the Red Blacks Argos game. And he was making a comment on it saying he couldn't believe that I didn't get signed after that. But anyway, in true Rick Campbell deadpan too. Like,
it's too good. What games you got this week, Rod? Where are you this week?
I have the one. It's an interesting week, Dusty, as you know, because I think you have a couple of them.
Yeah.
But it's all East-West, but all in the West. And these are getting, we're halfway through the season, and even, it is early to talk crossover, but that as we get on,
it looms though, man.
Season,
yeah,
it does. With BC winning, though, they're 4-5. Just looking at the standings, and Ottawa's at 3-6. So the one I have, and I'm intrigued by it, obviously, is Hamilton coming off that loss, but leading the East against the Riders.
There, Rod.
They're going on a bachelor party to that game, man.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You're not going to be hungover for that game, Eric.
Oh, I definitely will not be. No, might be after, but
you're right. So anyway, so I know, and Dustin, you're in Edmonton.
I'm here.
Right?
Yeah, I'm here here on Friday night for a big one, and then BC Montreal. Montreal's interesting, man. Like, I don't think MBT's awful, but they can't win with them. It's tough. So that's a big game for BC, if they can keep pace. And
it was. When McLeod was in Edmonton, he had games early that the Elks were losing, where he'd rack up over 400 yards passing. I didn't think he was the problem at all. I thought McLeod could be really good. Now that pass, obviously, wide side out and Tyrell Ford. I mean that killed them. That killed Montreal against the Elks the other night. But anyway, if it's Caleb Evans starting, right? So.
Oh, boy. It's going to be interesting. That's for sure.
So.
All right, man. We appreciate the time, Rod. As always, buddy. It's outstanding stuff.
Thanks.
Okay, there you go. That's
Great
Rod Smith, CFL on TSN. He's
God
the best.
bless that man.
Did he say that Milt was there and they had him do the catch?
Through the parking lot, jaw climbing, Milt Stegall.
Yeah, he's like,
all these guys.
Milt was there. And then
He's wide receiver one.
He's the one.
Yeah.
That was those guys. Yeah. Milt was on the other side wide out.
Yeah.
That was too funny, though. Rod's the best, man. He's awesome.
But this week is interesting, record-wise.
Yes,
and he mentions all the West teams host these teams. So Ottawa, 3-6, visiting Winnipeg, 4-4.
Yeah.
You're tight there.
Yeah.
You then got Toronto and Edmonton Friday night. Two of the worst records in the league, albeit like winning to survive here in a sense.
Yeah,
right?
not out of the crossover picture for Edmonton.
No, but season's also on the line that if you don't, you got to get something in that one between those two. Hamilton visiting Saskatchewan, two of the best records in the league going head to head. And then two of the middling ones, cross-nation, cross-country travel for the Alouettes, 5-4 visiting the 4-5 Lions. So the records are kind of evenly matched as well when you look at the matchups.
Well, let's use that to jump into the Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. And I've already put together a little parlay here for you, which will be up hopefully momentarily. If you've not yet downloaded the Play Alberta app, you can do that, obviously, on the internet, on the website, on a computer, as well as where you can find Play Alberta. Check it out, playalberta.ca. Why limit your choices if you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casinos, or casino games, sports betting, lottery, all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. It's just that easy. Download Play Alberta now. Start playing today. Use the code EST Sports. Deposit $20. Get a $50 free bet. Winnipeg has opened up at home again. Opened up as 7-point favorites at home against Ottawa on Thursday night. Edmonton 1.5-point favorites at home against Toronto on Friday night. Then a doubleheader on Saturday. Ticats and Rough Riders, that is the highest total of the week at 53.5, which is a little less than Hamilton, BC, which was 55.5. But the Riders are a field goal favorite at home, and the BC Lions are actually 4.5-point favorites at home against the Montreal Alouettes. Total in that game and in the Ottawa-Winnipeg game are 51.5. Toronto-Edmonton is 53.5. I think that opened at 51 earlier this morning, but it's already up to 53.5 there. Are you in Pill Country?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't watched the game from there yet, so.
You, Wannick, Luke, Stag Boy.
Randy Coleman.
Oh, God.
Who is just a gem.
How big a crew you guys taking to this?
Couple we got a big van. Okay. And a lot of big boys, big boys. Yeah, so we're gonna have position seating,
and then we'll be watching you in Pill Country.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Well that'll be.
It's gonna be wild.
That'll be a good time. I can't wait. You guys will probably pop up on there.
It'll be all of us and Iwanik in his blue Yoshi shirt.
I was gonna say, what's Iwanik gonna wear?
He's gonna do the Waldo thing, I'm sure, because he wants kind of
got to do something to stand out. Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is smart.
But here's let's see. I don't think it's up. I just sent it to him. It'll be up very shortly. But here's what we're gonna do early in the week. Let's hit the Thursday, Friday game together. Just early to get after it. Elks money line, Bombers money line. I don't see the Bombers losing at home to the Red Blacks.
Not at home to
Drew Brown revenge game?
He went off against Toronto. But
I'm just talking money line here. We're not talking about, they're a 7-point home favorite here. Let's go Bombers Elks money line. And let's see what number we get for that bad boy. And that'll just be the Thursday and Friday games, and then later in the week maybe we dabble in a little Saturday doubleheader action. But you'll be able to find that on our EST specials page over at Play Alberta. You'll see it if you go to a computer and log in, laptop, desktop type of thing. You'll see quick links on the left side, odds boost, daily specials, EST specials, MLB, CFL, the EST specials. That's us because we're EST. And if you have the app, you'll see it as kind of right in the middle after you load the sportsbook page over at Play Alberta. Big Maple, Dusty on the call, camera pants to LT in Pill Country. And there he is, having the time of his life.
Well, that was the semifinal against BC.
You were on there.
Where I stood on the chair and
Oh, that's too good. Rod Z, who loves trends, bet on Hamilton in road games versus poor defensive teams, allowing more than or equal to 7.2 yards per play. Hamilton's record since 2023 season, 9-1 against the spread in that situation.
Poor defensive team? They give up they bend a lot.
I mean, I like Bo over 300 yards.
Sure.
That's for sure.
Bending, but breaking is,
yeah, we'll see. I hope you guys get,
should be a fascinating game.
Yeah. Portions of this hour brought to you by our great partners over at Alley Cat. Saw Dave Jamieson over the weekend. You see Dave Jamieson, he tweeted.
I couldn't view the tweet. It said I needed to include my birth date in my Twitter profile because it was age restrictive. So were you like lifting your shirt up or something? I don't know. That was the tweet. I couldn't view it.
He tweeted out a 4-pack of 6 o'clocker lager.
Yeah.
And then I said, takes a goat to know a goat.
Yeah. And I couldn't view any of it for some reason.
What's going on with that?
How about that?
That's strange. If you can't rely on Twitter, what can you rely on nowadays?
Yes, that's true.
Anyway, 6 o'clocker lager, Dave Jamieson, just warmed my heart. Warmed my heart to see JMO with the 6 o'clockers because it's a delicious beer. The genius is behind the 6 o'clocker lager, of course. Alley Cat, bringing everything from Scone to Gold to Apricot, Mangalorean, and the main squeeze. Everything in between. They're rolling out like 5 beers a month. It's insane how much they're doing over at Alley Cat. Check them out, www.alleycat.com, or visit the tap room at 9929 60th Ave with the crew at Alley Cat.
I can't view any of his media.
What?
It's not appropriate for me to view because I don't have my birthday.
Oh, so it's just JMO?
Yeah.
Really? How come he's not popping up in mine?
I saw it.
What's JMO's Twitter account again?
Do you have your birthday in your Twitter profile?
I have no idea.
That could be it.
What's JMO's Twitter? He's not popping up.
The Dave Jamieson.
Oh, the Dave. That's what Dave.
The Dave Jamieson.
D like 2 E's?
No, the Dave Jamieson.
I can't find him. He's not even coming up on mine. There he is. Huh. I can see his stuff. See it? Yeah, see? That's the tweet. It was just a nice pic of the 6 o'clocker lager from Alley Cat. All right, coming up, we've got that's good for the Italian center. Quinn Phillips versus Tom Gazzola. Locked and loaded. 7:45 today as well. We have no idea where that's going. I'm sure it'll be very smooth. And there'll be no controversy coming out of having those two on the air together.
Cordial, yes.
Yeah. Do we have to arbitrate this thing? Like Tommy let Quinn speak.
I'm putting my feet up on the desk.
Quinn let Tommy react to this type of thing. Like, is that?
I can mute them too.
Oh, you can mute them.
Like,
look at you, Trev. Hey.
Yeah.
So let me know. Give me the wink.
Trev sliding in for a little mute.
Yeah.
If required.
No, let Quinn talk. Okay, now let Tommy.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's something that I guess we could try to handle this professionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many coming up just after 8 o'clock. And the Rock Door for the first time at Edmonton Sports Talk opens at 8:30 today. We've got tickets to see Creed in the Play Alberta suite at Rogers. Yeah, that's exciting. It really is. Let's get to a sports update for a handsome man, Mitch and the crew. Oh, by the way, Remember we were talking about what type of milk Mitch drinks?
He got back to you.
Yeah, he did get back to me. That was on Friday, right?
Yeah. And you just cold called him or texted him.
I texted him out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I said, hey, dude, I got to know.
No time to think.
What type of milk do you drink? He says, I prefer 1%. My wife prefers 3%. She's a farm girl. So we drink 3%. Mitch from Park Mazda
with a spoon
is a 3% milk guy, but mostly driven by his wife. So
driven.
There's your milk for life. Let's get to the sports update right now.
To baseball, as the Edmonton Riverhawks soaring to the North Division Finals with an 8-7 victory over Victoria yesterday. The North Division Finals one-off game will go tomorrow night back at Remax against the Bellingham Bells. The Toronto Blue Jays avoid the series sweep down in LA as they'd hold on for a 5-4 victory over the Dodgers. Jays had the day off. They'll return home to begin a 6-game homestand when they welcome in the Cubs tomorrow night. The Edmonton Stingers finishing the regular season on a high note, 97-77 over Winnipeg yesterday from the Expo Center. Stingers playoff bound. They'll visit Calgary Thursday. The winner advances to face Vancouver in the West semifinal. Justin Rose would rally late and defeat J.J. Spawn in a playoff at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. And over to football, where the Edmonton Huskies would fall at home to the Regina Thunder 31-16 from the JP Bowl. The Wildcats, meanwhile, they win on the road down in Calgary 35-19 over the Colts. Week 2 will see the Huskies visit Saskatoon, while the Wildcats are back home to host the 1-0 Winnipeg Rifles. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who couldn't go to the Nasty Bash but did watch it all on the live stream.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a figure skater. He wears like a white outfit and he does interpretive ice dances to my life's journey.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Very impressive. Taking a few years to put all this together.
It's not a one-year quest because it's so hard to get your hands on. At this stage of my life, I don't invest in green bananas. It's a lifetime quest. Just not sure if I'm going to be around long enough to see them ripen to be yellow. You can't party enough when you win that thing. It's a party machine. Party machine. That's why it's the Stanley Cup. It's hard. It's hard.
Oh, that brings you back to the run, doesn't it, eh?
Oh, that's great.
Why not? Why not? Quinn Phillips, Tom Gazzola, coming up in about 10 minutes' time right here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Did you see Amy in the Nasty Chat?
I did not.
Amy or Amy? I don't know. First time Nasty Chat. Gazzola is a whiny baby. We need Quinn's female perspective. Hashtag justice for Quinn.
Yes.
Hashtag respect for the commish.
I like seeing that a lot. You know what? That's
whiny baby. Though.
Wow. Why?
Quinn's proxies are coming out of the woodwork.
Did she call him whiny baby?
Well, yeah, she called him a whiny baby.
Quinn is in the chat, says you only have to mute Tom. I'm as cool as a cucumber. I can't wait. That's gonna be a lot of fun, isn't it? We'll see what ends up happening on that front. All right, let's get into that's good for the Italian Center. Step into Italy and get yourself a panino. best possible. That's what I should have been eating when I drove by that Spartan race yesterday.
Well, you wouldn't have
Instead,
felt
I
so
just
bad.
had a bag of potato chips. But I should have had a panino.
You would have felt a little better.
I would have felt a little bit better. It's the ultimate summer road trip snack. Pick up a panino for yourself as you hit the road this summer. Or pick it up if you're still working this summer. Pick it up if you want to feed the family this summer. There's lots of things you can do with a panino from the fine folks over at the Italian Center. I mean, the entire weekend kind of summarizes that. That's good. Like, how could you have not asked? Like, what could have been better from this weekend?
Well, if the Jays would have swept the Dodgers, maybe.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
okay, maybe.
They avoided the sweep, I get it. But
we have an amazing nasty bash.
Yeah. Riverhawks are off to the North Division
Stingers
finals.
won last night.
Stingers won. They're playing Calgary in the playoffs now on the road.
I think East on the Stingers set a new franchise record for points in a season.
Huskies lost, but the Wildcats with a stunning. I mean, the Calgary Colts are ranked in the top 10. And they go down to
that's
Calgary.
An upset, baby.
Oh, yeah, big time. I
love it.
Good on them. One half of the Edmonton PFC picture.
So that's good as well. Just everybody being together to watch the Elks win. That was good. You guys were broadcasting live yesterday for the football game. It was a great summer weekend. When I got back yesterday, I brought the kids in here for a bit. Marshall and the Muzz were wearing the Smash Mash head. They thought it was hilarious. Then we went and saw Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Just me and the kids. Tam's setting up her kindergarten classroom for the school year. So Tam, I took the kids to Fantastic Four. They had a great time. They were just loving it yesterday.
Now they get to go to the airport today.
Now they get to go to the airport today and pick up a bag I left in the rental vehicle. They're going to love that as well.
Never stops, eh?
Here's the only thing that wasn't good from the weekend. My Uber driver, on the way to the Nasty Bash, missed the turn. Missed the turn. We're going up that main road.
Yeah.
And then, you turn off to the right and then go up and around. It's one turn.
Yeah.
We're driving along. I was watching the Elks game on my phone. Long live the CFL. And so I'm watching the Elks game on my phone, and we're still driving. I'm like, man, this seems like it's been a while. So I bring up the Uber app. Like, I didn't want to call him on something if I'm not overly familiar with the territory.
Maybe he's got
but I know you have to take the one road,
shortcut.
and then you turn off, and it brings you around to the rugby club. Yeah. So I look at Uber. I see we're well beyond where we were supposed to go. And I said to him, hey, man, did you miss the turn? He goes, yes. And he was nice, but we had to go way up there and then turn around and come all the way back down and then turn around.
Because when you miss it, you're kind of screwed.
There's no other way.
Yeah.
So it cost me a good 10 minutes.
Was he hoping you wouldn't notice? Like, what was his play in that moment when you're like, hey, did you miss it? No.
He was, you know what? I should have just wrote it out in silence to see if he said I missed the turn. So I tweeted Friday night. I said, what do you give an Uber driver who clearly screws up? Like, I couldn't possibly give him 5 stars, right? All you had to do was follow a line on the bloody app.
It's not a hard one.
It's not hard.
And there's not like paralyzing kind of construct. It's not a confusing
it was a smooth
type
road
of route. Yeah.
With like 2 turnoffs to the right. He had to take one of them.
Yeah.
So I was pretty frustrated. I don't know what this poll ended up. Let me see what this poll ended up being here. Because I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here for a tip and for a rating.
Well, how was the ride in general? I mean, was it comfortable?
It was
Did
quiet.
he offer you a water?
It was nice. I usually get one of those comfort ones.
Yeah.
So basically a comfort Uber, they just move the seat up.
Sure.
But the other ones, I don't know if they have to move the seat up. So what I ended up doing, I went back and looked to see what I gave him. I gave him 3 stars, and I think most of the votes were coming in for 2 or 1 or 2 or 3.
Okay, well.
I gave him 3 stars, and I still gave him a 15% tip. Right? Usually I dish out the 15 and the 5. I decided to go 15 and 3. I still think that's good. Can we say that's good? That's good?
That's good.
That's still good?
It's still good.
I think that's still good. What would you have done? He missed the one turn he had to take.
And you're heading to the Nasty Bash.
I'm going to the Nasty Bash.
It's not like you're getting married or you have a, this is the Nasty Bash.
Yeah, I really wanted to be at this.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I thought 3 stars. The game was on. I want to get there and watch the game with everybody.
Right.
I think 3 stars and a 15% tip was pretty good. I could have gone 1 star, no tip.
And if you were there at the time you should have, you wouldn't have been seen rolling in with Tony and Curtis.
Exactly. Then I'm linked to all the bad bets that they made. I missed Grumpy Cat ringing the bell earlier. Was that because of it?
You would have been there for that.
Was that because of it?
Yeah. So it's just the seat, hey? That's all you get with the perk? Like, that's kind of the...
That's it.
I thought you'd get, like, your choice, like, would you like the chicken or the beef, sir?
No,
like,
no. When you go Uber Comfort, you get in, and after you squeeze in, they go, I'll move the seat up for you. I'm like, good. That's an extra $8. Thanks. So I tipped him 15%. That's fair. 3 stars, I think, is also fair. He was apologetic when he got to the rugby club because he's trying to milk back like a 4th star at least.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it. I had to stand my ground. I do kind of feel bad now, though. I mean,
But, the guy had a job. Didn't do it.
If we didn't do our job, I wouldn't expect people to
this isn't personal.
give
It's
us
just-
all the praise in the world.
This is just business.
Right?
It was a level 5 finish from him.
See, Big Uke says Grumpy's bell ring was iconic, and I missed it. What time did the bell ring happen?
I didn't.
I'm genuinely curious. What time did that bell ring happen?
It was
everybody?
before I got my fish plate.
What time did you get your fish plate?
My fish supper. Around
what time?
6.
No.
Something. I don't know. Whenever Hernan got me there on time with proper. That was a ride. I tell you that. I got to sit in the front.
Did you give Hernan 5 stars?
No, I didn't give
Did you
him
tip him
anything,
15%?
really. I offered him a cigar, which he turned down because he was treating his body.
He had
like
a glass of wine.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and he had a beer.
He did, eh?
Well, it was early on.
I saw him with a glass of wine later on. I pointed at him. He's like, just one, Dusty. I said, okay, that's
He's not gonna.
That's what he just had.
He's fine.
He just had one. Look at these two setting up. Trev, that's a great looking shot, buddy. Tom Gazzola coming into work shortly for the hangout. The commissioner, Quinn Phillips. So let me just reset this before and this can be, that's good too, Trev. Leave it up. So let me just reset this before we bring them in. We do the bird draft on Thursday.
Yes.
The commissioner penalizes Tommy 2%
before the draft.
For self-promotion the last time.
And that's going back to January.
I trade for the 2%. That doesn't factor in here.
Almost.
Well, yeah, but in the end, it was good.
Yeah.
So Tommy's getting spanked. He's tied with Glue Guy for last. They're on the hangout on Friday. I think Awanik sort of was like, you already got the penalty. Or you know what the penalty is? Like, so then Tommy.
Belsey was pretty influential
Tommy, Belsey was pushing him too. A lot of peer pressure on Gazzola.
I think the only one that didn't want to do it was Tommy.
Well, I don't know about that. Anyway, so Tommy ends up being like, screw it. With about 2 hours left before the vote closes, shameless self-promotion on multiple platforms, pushes himself up out of relegation, almost took a run at second place.
Originally was pushing Jay Milne's team for a brief
accidentally
time.
pushed Glue Guy's team briefly.
But yeah, took a run at second even. That's how high he got.
And yada, yada, yada. Quinn and Tommy are going to join us on the show this morning.
Big Maple said, I just pushed a meeting for this.
Well, yeah, I mean,
this is important.
you probably should.
Meeting. This is...
all right, let's bring in... Trev, we're good? Okay. Trev needs 2 more seconds.
You hover over that mute button now.
We will, you keep that mute button on.
Or the beep button.
We will let both people have their say. We'll start with the commissioner. But let's bring them both. Let's bring them both in. Let's bring in Commissioner Phillips and Tommy Gazzola. What's up, you guys? How's everybody doing this morning?
I'm feeling great. I'm interested to know how Tom's feeling.
Tom, how are you feeling?
I'd like to be referred to by my proper name, as we witnessed at the Nasty Bash, which I'll point out the commish was not present for. That is Draft Master.
Draft Master?
Oh. Wow. That's right.
I mean, technically it would be Draft Promotion Master. But, I mean,
Meat Master.
Yeah. Tommy, how was the Nasty Bash for you, buddy?
Awesome. That was a great time. Big shout out to everybody who came out. Thank you to Fergie's Prostate for being an excellent host. We had so much fun, and I can't wait till next year's.
All right, Quinn, maybe we'll get you out next year. Hey, why not?
Yeah, I would love to. Honestly, if I don't watch at the right times, then I don't know when it's happening, and then it's all of a sudden happening. And so,
all right, let's.
I gotta watch more. That's basically what it is that I need to watch all the time.
Should we turn it over to the commish here?
Well, I think it's only right.
right, let's start.
How do I not get to say it?
Opening remarks.
I want to hear what the commission's thought of everything that happened since the draft, and then you can respond to her thoughts.
You kind of had Friday, Tom.
Probably fair, right? Like you've spoken since then. Quinn hasn't. Let's allow Quinn the floor here.
All right. Well, you know what? What I'm bringing here today is probably going to shock a lot of people. Tom, I'm going to speak to you very directly here. What you did was petty and childish.
Kind of like you at the draft.
Wow. All right. I'm not sure how I'm petty and childish, but with that said, I'm about to be very fair to you. Instead, I'm going to actually send you to the judge of the public opinion court. Unfortunately, it was my mistake to say that a penalty for promoting your own team was 2%. And you did, in fact, make that 2% despite the penalty. So you will not be relegated.
Excellent.
You will remain on as a draftee. But here is your warning. And so you can't say that this is unfair at all. If you do it again, it will be a 1-year ban. You will be suspended and banned for a year. All right. Does that sound enough like a penalty that you won't do it now?
I have nothing to say.
And this is my call out to the nasties, to the voters of the draft. You've seen Tom in action. It is now in your hands at the next draft to make your decisions on his future of relegation or staying in the draft or forcing him to cheat like he likes to do.
I was playing within the rules that you laid out.
Which is why you're staying.
I mean, that is true. I mean, he's not getting, so there's like, yeah. So I guess next draft, the 2% penalty hits again. Is that it? And Tommy, if you're interested in moving it, let me know.
If Tom promotes his team even in the slightest bit,
yeah,
it is a 1-year ban.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, for the next draft, does he lose the 2%? Because that was the penalty that you stated before, right?
Well, no, I instated the penalty as he was cheating.
Okay.
I did say this is 2% right now. You better
for that
make it.
draft.
And unfortunately, he did make it. So I'm following through with what I said.
I see.
And yes, actually not 2%. You will have to clear relegation by 4%.
Whoa. Okay. 4% on the next draft.
Another twist.
Tommy, your thoughts on all of this? Your thoughts on what you did on Friday? Your thoughts on a possible, like, basically you're on probation here for a 1-year suspension.
Right.
Which I will say this would be the most ultimate comeback after a year. You know, like, my God, Tommy's back. Tommy, the floor is yours now, buddy. What do you say?
All right. Well, the draft master acknowledges this potential punishment. I'm glad you're putting it out to the people. I'll remind you, it is the people who voted to keep me alive. So I like my chances. And these are more circumstances that I just have to overcome, like I have ever since you've taken over as commissioner of the draft. And I will prevail, just like I always have. So, sure, we'll play by these rules. You always move the goalpost, Commissioner, and I always win. So that'll just continue.
Quinn, go ahead.
It's just really interesting that you would bring this kind of attitude towards me, considering what I could have done, and I'm allowing you to stay in the draft when you blatantly disregarded me. And, you know, decided with the influence of 2 other boys to cheat, essentially.
Playing within the rules. I just, you know what, Quinn? I will deal with it and I will win because that's what champions do and that's what draft masters do. So you can lay it on me. You can continue to be rude and disgusting towards me like you were on Thursday. I will accept it and deal with it and win and prevail. That's what champions do.
All right. And as I said, we leave it to the court of public opinion. Those that watch will know which is your draft team, and they can make their decisions from there. Boys, I also do have an exciting announcement about how we're going to handle relegation.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Adding
What's up?
to the mix here.
Well, I guess the three of us will be in the next draft, and obviously the commish will be there, so there'll be one spot that will be open. Shout out Glue Guy for apparently throwing his draft, as he said on Friday. Yeah. That's another story.
The Philadelphia Eagles, right?
Yeah, that's right. I think he took 5 different variations of Eagles.
Yeah, Eagle head.
All right, Commish, what do you got?
All right. So I'm really excited to announce how we are going to handle relegation. I think this is going to create a lot of excitement. So I don't have the 3 names now, but I will be provided a list of names from Edmonton Sports Talk who want to participate. I will be selecting 3 names.
Okay.
We will announce who they are, but after that, it will be completely blind. So we will do an offline draft with those 3. We will put the teams up with no names. They will be voted on blind, so it will very much go based on the best team. And the winner will not be announced until draft day.
Oh, wow. Not until draft day. Oh, that's
so we're going to let people sit on that and wonder who they voted for. And then we're going to have a really big announcement on the day of the next draft because we will be introducing our newest drafter.
So it'll be an offline mini draft.
Play-in.
Like a play-in draft, basically. And then offline,
draft,
nobody will know who's who. Okay. What do you think of that, Rick?
Sure. I'm all for whatever the commission thinks. I mean, she is in charge here. Right?
Tommy, thoughts on this new relegation promotion system?
I'm pleasantly surprised. That is the best decision and choice the commissioner has made all time since her time taking over as commissioner.
I've made a lot of good decisions today, Tom.
Completely subjective.
All right. Well, there we go. Okay. Well, there we go. All right. Well, thank you very much. I thought this was I'm not going to say very, I'll say relatively mature discussion.
Yeah.
And there we go. So just to clarify, 4% penalty on Tommy next draft. Correct, Quinn?
Yeah,
and then
that is correct.
Now let's just say, just a quick question, just because we're here. Let's just clear the air right now.
I'd love to get everything clear.
Yeah. So let's say Eric or I went on to our social media and said, we'll take the penalty. We'll do it. Is it a year's suspension for anybody? Or is it a probationary thing? I think that's important to clear up this morning.
You know what? I apologize, and I did mean to say that. Okay. I did mean to mention that. It will actually be a 4% penalty for those first-time offenses.
First-time offenders.
2% became very clearly not enough. So I'm moving that up to 4%.
And then after that, it's a year-long suspension.
It is a year-long suspension, yes.
All right. Well, we all have to be good boys.
You get one.
You get one if you really need it, I guess, which is what Tommy did this past week, and now is sitting there on probation for the next little while. All right, you guys, this was good stuff. Tommy, we'll see you around the office. Quinn, feel free to pop by whenever you wish, and we'll talk about dates. We'll talk about dates for the nerd/geek draft in early September. So that should be
awesome. And guys, I'm thinking for the mini draft, I think we'll still do a bird draft. We'll just do some of the categories that didn't make it.
Oh boy.
What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm trying to think
we said it was deep.
I'd love to come up with a subject for the offline
I don't know.
It's in draft.
Yeah, we'll have to figure I mean, Tommy, you got any thoughts on this? Like, wait, I think if the others do a bird draft, they could just try to draft Eric's team to win. You know what I mean? Like, right? So they know what gets you in and what's won before.
Thinking of something that wasn't selected, the stuff left over.
Or you're thinking the leftover group.
Yeah. Which is still a lot.
That's why, too. Yeah, that's why the different subjects would be good. Like best bird. Did we do best bird mascot? No, we didn't. Like something like that.
You're right, Tom. Like
something like that. If we could come up with enough categories. It doesn't have to be long.
Terrifying bird.
Yeah, it needs to be like.
See if there's enough categories. I don't want this to be a really, really extensive draft. Maybe 7-8 picks.
It's like a 6-rounder between 3 people. Yeah, 18 picks type of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, that's interesting. All right. I think we've accomplished some things here.
I'm feeling good.
Everybody happy?
Like you've mended some fences here.
I couldn't be happier. Tom, maybe someday things will get back to normal with you.
I don't know what that means, but I'll just say this. The commish sucks, but I love you, Quinn.
Oh, geez.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm so confused right now. Okay, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Here you go. That's good for the Italian Center.
I think it is good.
Mending fences is good.
I think, I don't think they're ever going to be perfect together, right?
I want to see Tommy and Quinn go full Lady and Tramp on a panino from the Italian Center.
I think this is
Step into Italy.
The only way we suss this thing out, yeah.
Mend fences. All right, so your thoughts on all of that?
There was a lot there.
There was a lot to unpack.
I don't know where to...
Oh, boy.
I think, again, you have one strike if you feel it necessary.
If you want to use it, but then you're on probation.
You're on probation, and you also get a 4%. Are you confident enough that you can wrangle in those votes that the 4% won't matter, right? Because that's... So whatever. And then I don't mind the play-in. I think the play-in's that's a cool wrinkle. I mean, she's looking to expand the game and kind of bring it to younger audiences and stuff. So that's what will grab you. The NBA is doing it. So I think it's all fine.
I do want to address something as well about promoting in ads or something like that. What was this?
Who brought that up?
I saw it in the chat.
Yeah.
Trev, what happened here? I don't know what show this was promoted
this was brought up. Apparently.
On what promo?
Yeah, Dusty, how much did you give me for the promo?
I don't even know what promo it was on.
Exactly. So to start off, I do promos for Lock Shop. And
from the Lock Shop?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so Huss was like, hey, so what's going on with the draft controversy? Fill me in. What happened after the bird draft?
Oh.
And so then I was just like, hey, this is clippable. It's timely. It's relevant. I'm going to clip this and put it on our promo, which is what I do every single day. I usually look no further than the first.
Did I say in this clip, go vote for my team?
No.
Well, then what are we talking about?
But because I picked that to clip, it looks bad apparently.
No, I think we're probably stretching a little bit.
Yeah, very much so. I think so too. And then the next day, what did I do? I promoted what Maddie and Huss, they were talking about the bird draft again, but no one's talking about that. So
they talked about bird draft 2 days in a row.
Smitty the Welder says, "Give it up, Dusty. You know what's going on."
No, I swear to God, I was listening on YouTube. And somebody said ads, and I'm like, "What the hell are they talking about?" I did not know until this moment that it was a Lock Shop promo.
It's a bad take.
I like you doing terrible Twitter ads, taking.
Well, that's what I was just like. Wait a second.
Hard money.
Yeah, I honestly thought when I first saw somebody say the ads thing, I was like, did I accidentally click a promote on Twitter or something?
It should be hilarious.
So
it was just a funny clip. You usually go for the funniest thing.
Well, we do like funny clips on promos.
Yeah, and what was it when Huss? He read the one guy's nasty chat name, his handle, and it was it was. I clipped that as well.
Yeah, that was a funny one
because it was funny.
Yeah, remember when we were like, "Huss, do you realize what you're saying right now?" I was like, "Oh yeah, my bad." All right, so we'll see what happens moving forward, but we are expecting nerd/geek draft early September, pre-Estes. Hey, let's say that pre-Estes.
Yeah,
probably go pre-Estes.
Congratulations to Reed Wilkins on his big win.
Well, Reed has to now draft his way. He'll love that.
Yeah.
Reed will love an offline draft to get into the draft. I'm sure that's something he'll be.
Oh, they'll be right up his avenue. Yeah. As you're telling him about your fantasy team the week before.
Bill texts in and says, Quinn and Tommy have been a couple before, have they not? No.
They're siblings. Again, Tommy goes into her room, breaks down the Barbie dream house, and then she goes into his room and kicks down something else. It's
a total. I
love it. Yeah.
Brother sister thing. Deaky Sparks says she rules like Bettman. I love it. Tom Dix's mustache says this is unfair to Tommy. You'll always have my vote regardless of who or what he drafts. Hashtag justice for Tommy. Justice for Tommy? What are we talking about here? Justice for Glue Guy. He's the one who gets host.
Pretty much. But he did throw his draft.
They did throw his draft, so I guess it doesn't.
Well, it doesn't look like Tommy will be missing any drafts.
You know what? I will say this.
It's what he always wanted. Sure.
Tommy would probably avoid a lot of this if he just started prepping for drafts. You can't sit down at a draft and Google birds.
Yeah, but he's using the chaos to his advantage. That's what it is now, right?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out.
He seems to think that he's got the people on his side.
Calvin C says, so does Tommy have a 4% penalty for the nerd draft? That's what I thought she said. Did she say all of us would have a 4% penalty? I think she said all of us. No, No, not all of us. I think if we do it next draft. But I think she said Tommy gets one for next draft. Which he then can't go and promote because he'd get suspended for a year.
Well, he can, but then he'd be suspended for a year.
I think Tommy just views that as 5 days off.
Well, no, but this is... It's Tommy's inner struggle here is the story we're not talking about.
Like, Tommy doesn't want to do drafts anymore, I don't think.
Now he's going to get the votes. Justice for Tommy, indeed.
Oh, my goodness. All right. 780-218-9999. We've got the Whipping Boy brackets underway. We are going to open up the Rock Door for Creed tickets. That's happening around 8:30 today. 3 questions too many for the great staff at Park Mazda's coming up. But we do have kind of easy trivia right now for Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual, baby. Who wants to play kind of easy trivia today? Win a gift certificate to Mr. Mike's. Fire Trev a text right now. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. I thought Quinn was pretty fair today.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to. I thought she was going to come in more heavy-handed. To be honest with you,
Tom has 4%. Yup.
What do you think a Wannick would have said if a Wannick said, "Don't promote your draft on social media"?
I don't want to guess.
I think Tommy would already be banned.
The iron fist.
I think the iron fist of a Wannick would land harder.
Well, maybe there was an exchange of maybe Tom and Quinn aren't so at odds as we were led to believe, eh? As Big Uke says, follow the money.
Rob from the Grove says, plot twist, Tommy actually really just wants to win, and that's why he did this, to try to get the sympathy vote.
I like that, too. That's a great theory.
780-218-9999. If you want to play kind of easy trivia, gift certificate to Mr. Mike's is up for grabs. 780-218-9999. That is 780-218-9999. 3 questions too many coming up. Rock Door for Creed tickets. This has been a fun show so far.
It's like a Friday show. It's a Monday show.
It feels like a Friday show.
Friday show on a Monday.
Can somebody get me a beer? Just kidding. I've got a bunch of meetings today. I'm on waters. Let's get to the sports update.
Should have a coffee for those meetings.
No. No coffees. No coffees today. All right. Let's get to a sports update right now for the fine folks at Windsor Plywood, Leduc with Lieutenant Eric.
We begin on the diamond as the Edmonton Riverhawks are off to the North Division Finals. They defeat Victoria 8-7 yesterday. The North Division Finals one-off game goes tomorrow night back at Remax against the Bellingham Bells. The Jays avoid the series sweep down in LA, holding on for a 5-4 victory over the Dodgers. Jays will return home. They have the day off today. They'll open a 6-game homestand tomorrow when the Cubs roll into Toronto. Stingers cap the regular season 97-77 over Winnipeg from the Expo Center. Stingers playoff bound. They'll visit Calgary Thursday. The winner of that will advance to face Vancouver in the West semis. Justin Rose rallying late, defeating J.J. Spawn in a playoff of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. And over to football, Prairie Football Conference action. Huskies falling at home to the Regina Thunder 31-16, while the Wildcats picking up a win on the road in Calgary 35-19 over the Colts. Huskies will visit the Hilltops next Sunday, while the Wildcats are back home to host the 1-0 Winnipeg Rifles. Sports update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Hey, Pete. Hey, Poho. Tell them what you did. It was a big blockbuster made cause Ebbs was lackluster, so in the end he just had to go. Yeah, that sounds about right. They sent him to New York and they landed Ryan Strome. Now he's got a song on the show. Right. He does all kinds of drills that give you all kinds of thrills, but the thrill he's never known is a thrill like he's dreaming. All the fans are screaming, it's another goal for Ryan Strome. Ryan Strome. Wanna see him dangle Ryan Suter. Strome. Wanna see him be 97 shooter. Yeah. Strome. Wanna see that smiling face. It's another goal for Ryan Strome. That's a very, very good thing.
We know this sexy old lady named Renee, baby, who likes to wear men's jeans. She's got a Ryan Strome road jersey, and it's bursting right at the seams.
Now this song's designed to blow your mind, but your minds won't really be blown. Like the blow you'll be feeling at Rogers Place, screaming it's another goal for Ryan Strome. Ryan Strome. Wanna see him dangle Ryan Suter. Strome. Wanna see him be 97 shooter. Strome. Wanna see that smiling face. It's another goal for Ryan Strome.
8:06 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here today. A little Ryan Strome goal song for you. We're going to come back around, revisit our Whipping Boy bracket. The poll is up. Darnell Nurse was 66% of the vote over on YouTube right now. We'll take a look at the Twitter vote as well in a little bit. Edmonton Sports Talk is brought to you by our partners over at Play Alberta. The early bird bet of the day is already up. It's a Thursday-Friday parlay in the Canadian Football League if you want to get on it early. Bombers and Elks both to win. Plus 163 after a little bit of a boost. This text to the Paris Jewelers inbox today.
Rams fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like where he's coming from here.
ParisJewelers.com. It's a PJ's inbox. Don't be a dud. Be a stud. At PJ's. Tom should likely be banned. That was a surprisingly soft punishment. Blatant ignorance of the rule. It's like steroid usage. First catch is a slap on the wrist. The second, you're straight up gone.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how the next draft plays out. I'm sure it'll be calm and cool and nothing interesting will happen.
Look, and you and I, catbird seat.
We just sit back now.
That's the thing with Tommy. When he starts talking at the draft, you just shut up.
Yeah.
You just have to sit back and let him.
Tommy and Quinn will have the back and forth, and we'll just sit back and make good picks.
Put our tongues in our cheeks.
We got 3 questions too ready coming up, and we are going to open up the Rock Door for Creed tickets. So be ready for that. Not just any Creed tickets. We've got sweet Creed tickets, and I don't mean sweet as in like awesome. Well, they are awesome, but they're in a suite.
It's both. You can use both.
They are sweet Creed tickets.
The EST debut of the Rock Door, actually. With visual.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of interesting.
This is going to blow your mind.
Yeah. All right, we're going to play some kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's.
I see Quinn's on the defensive. In the
I see. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of good times on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
Let's find out what's happening at Mr. Mike's, shall we?
Well, Mr. Mike's is turning up the sizzle with Platypalooza.
Oh, boy.
From barbecue rib platters to coastal combos with lobsters and prawns. It's big flavor all summer long. Plus, and for your shot at sizzling summer prizes, get into Mr. Mike's Platypalooza zone. Mr. Mike's, eat locally, enjoy casually.
Man, I'll tell you right now.
I walked past that sign, actually, in the...
Did you?
Actually.
If they don't run back Platypalooza next summer, I'm going to be furious.
And you can't just have it for a week or two. It's got to be
all summer long. Yeah, it's not part of the summer. It's
For a few
all
weeks
summer
only.
long. For just the month of July. All right, who's playing kind of easy trivia today, buddy? What do we got?
This is Trainer Mark, who gave me $30 to play today.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why he's playing.
You're joking, right?
Obviously.
Okay.
Follow the money.
All right, let's go to Mark. Mark, you ready to go, buddy?
Yeah, the way things are going this morning, you got to start bribing judges and stuff and commissioners. So may as well.
Smooth move.
Could you imagine if a full-blown bribing scandal comes out at Edmonton Sports Talk? Like, I want CTV News
Trev's
here doing a
paying
story.
rent through kind of easy trivia. Like he's living easy. His checks are play money.
All right, Trev, I'll give you $5 to start the ticker.
Perfect.
All right, here we go, Mark. The ticker will start after read the first question. Here we go. Good luck. Who did the Elks beat on Friday night?
Alouettes.
Which EST event also took place on Friday night?
Hangout. Whatever. Go ahead.
What position does Keon Julian Grant play?
Tries to play wide receiver.
Did the Blue Jays win yesterday?
Yeah.
What team does Shohei Ohtani play for?
Sometimes Dodgers when he's not injured.
Got it.
No! My God. Damn it, Shake, stop it!
They are going to remember that AM radio is a viable and modern source for news and entertainment.
Totally.
People don't listen to AM like they used to. Seems like it's more about FM and color TV.
That's stupid.
It sure is, Kevin.
I'm stoked. You stoked?
I'm stoked.
Just
I'm
so stoked.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Kind of easy trivia. Trainer Mark. Colin the Amishman is in. Draft controversy all summer long.
He texts that in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Man, there are some good texts today, you guys. We are flying right now. As we said, summer shows are the best. All right, let's get into it. 3 questions too many. Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segment?
Yes, I do. 3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda, where the entire staff have nominated dealer principal Mitch Lewicki as one of the play-in contestants. For we'll see if he accepts or not. Park Mazda, your dealer for life.
Where do you come out on the idea of, I guess people would know who's drafted, who the 3 people are. Like, should we even say who the 3 are? She said she's going to tell us who the 3 candidates.
Well, and they will know. They won't just be announced the day of, hey, you're drafting. You won. You're in the draft. Like,
they'll know, but we won't know until morning of draft.
Yeah, I like that. I don't mind that.
So then the draft, so when we do draft order, it has to just be the promotion. Mystery
question mark, yeah. It shouldn't matter to us. We've drafted against everybody, and kind of.
The only thing I wonder is,
I don't mind. I ain't scared.
That mystery person will have to pick where they pick. So we won't know until the draft or until morning of. That's
so it
have to be the day before.
If we roll the wheel and question mark gets 1,
they would have to pick. So we'd have to know the day before.
A 24-hour.
Because we got to get the prep sheet ready, right? The draft sheet.
Yeah.
So we need to know. Actually, mystery person could let Quinn know where they want to pick.
As a proxy. Yeah.
And then she can say this is where they want to pick.
That's how you do it. And then we bring them into the studio with a bag over their head and we go, like a sack.
Would have got away with it if it wasn't for you damn meddling kids.
It's Mitch Lewicki.
Do you have a Twitter account?
I do. It's at Lieutenant_Eric, and I'm just hitting post on the video. If you missed it, Big Uke getting the baptismal from you.
Yes.
With a very Tales of the North. It was a great moment, a great video. If you missed it, I'm tweeting it out right now. If my phone will post it, at Lieutenant_Eric. And as I mentioned, I took a picture of the big Platterpalooza sign as well.
It's been an active week on Twitter then.
Yeah. Couple minutes, I guess.
All right, here we go. Let's get into it. You can text us your questions anytime, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. We'll get to a few of those. Question number 1, who is the first star of the Nasty Bash this year?
You can slice this a lot of ways, depending on how your scorecard is kind of drummed out. I mean, Big Uke was there. I showed up with Hernan quite early. I wanted to get there and catch the start of the game and all that. I wanted my fish supper. As mentioned, Grumpy Cat rang the bell because, there weren't a lot of people in the... there were still some regulars there hanging out, which I really loved.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of rugby going on.
The royalty of the St. Albert Rugby Club with their name placards on the table. Like you really want to get into a bar like that and kind of get the scene there and get the blessing of sorts from them. So Big Uke, I mean, it was a banner night for him, really, when you think of it. I don't think he's bathed yet either. He's left the beer, he leaves that on to kind of crust in to his torso there. So, I mean, you kind of have to go for him.
I think it probably has to be Uke.
But again, okay, so maybe the question is, aside from Big Uke,
Oh, no, I think just make Uke the winner.
Sure. Well, he wins the thing. Yeah. But, I mean, we're looking for, folk tales and stories of legend.
Contenders. I mean...
It can't be Fergie's prostate anymore because he didn't fix the
Boston
TV
Pizza Boys rolled in pretty hard. Tony was renegotiating bets he'd made, and Curtis fell on Corey B's wife.
That story alone elevates him a lot. I
mean, I think both
Christian
of theirs.
From Winnipeg again.
My first star might be Christian from Winnipeg because he brought me honey dill from Winnipeg.
Which somebody said the honey dill sauce was on the floor while BP's was dancing.
Did it get rolled up on too? It's in my fridge at home.
That's why he fell on the wife, because he slipped on the dill sauce. So an interesting twist. The dill sauce is on the floor.
I mean, I highly doubt that to be the
Curtis
case.
was dancing on the sauce, boom on the wife.
God. That was It was
Maybe after Trev's confession tomorrow, he might vault into number one place as well.
I'm not going to be able to wait. You're going to have to tell me this confession off the air. I don't think I'll be able to wait for it.
You want it? Yeah.
I think I got to know. Yeah. I mean, we got to know.
We'll
Not right now, but after.
I'll tell you after.
Yeah, okay. All right. Question number 3. What has been the biggest surprise through the first 10 weeks of CFL action?
Well,
that's a good point. Good question, actually. I mean, some of the teams that are struggling, like Montreal and Toronto, Montreal doesn't have Davis Alexander. Toronto doesn't have Chad Kelly, but Arbuckle, I don't think, is the reason they're losing.
BC with a 4-5 record? That's a surprise to me. Maybe not the biggest. I think Toronto for me, because Arbuckle has been playing pretty decent. Like, they should have probably come away with a few more wins this season had it not been for a last-second return touchdown.
And their special
from Mario
teams have
Alford.
sucked. Yeah.
The special teams have sucked. But, okay, Kelly's out. You're like, oh, and they lost a lot of people. Obviously, you win a Grey Cup, and that's the price of success. But 2-7, I don't think accurately reflects the team that they are. Other than that, I think maybe Calgary at 6-3 too. A lot of people said they may be taking a step back. Obviously, we know a team like them without Vernon Adams is completely different. So
it's got to be Calgary.
Not saying Vernon Adams surprises you. We all know what he can do. But the defense there has been playing above.
That's the answer. I think you're right. That not just Calgary, because it is VA. You know what he's capable of. Calgary's defense, as a guy who's watched all of the teams multiple times in person this year, Calgary's defense has to be the most surprising story in the league so far this year.
And maybe you could put Ottawa into the conversation. 3-6, they had a lot of injuries, which faulted them. But I think a lot of people were kind of picking them as a bullish favorite preseason to kind of make it out of the. We've seen now what they can do when Drew Brown is at the helm and they are relatively healthy. I think there's a good team there as well. So maybe without the injuries, they're not really a 3-6 team either.
Calgary last year was awful. Their offense is better, but their defense is night and day. Like this Jacob Roberts guy who was around a bit last year, but he's come out of nowhere. He had 11 tackles and a sack on Saturday.
They also had a lot of veteran cast-offs from other teams.
They brought in Moncrief.
Tights.
Tights is back.
Yeah.
Moncrief he's been a really good player, but he's past his prime, but he's having a
Big
great
flow
season.
on the D-line. Not to say he's a cast-off, but I mean.
No, he's a good pickup. There's Jalen Hutchings, who's 6 feet, 307, and was a running back in high school. He's got 6 sacks now. He's an absolute terror inside. So they're doing it with not a lot of previously known household names on the defensive side of the ball. Their middle linebacker right now was cut by Hamilton 2 weeks into the season. So Calgary's defense, I would say, has to be my biggest surprise of the
their
of the
D
season so far.
specifically.
Yeah, I think Calgary's defensive unit, biggest surprise of the season at this point. Question number 3. I'm not even sure we should wade into these waters, but it says, if you guys were Commish, what would the penalty have been for Tom Gazzola?
I don't want to kind of step into anything that will get me in trouble now.
What do we plead the fifth on this one? I'm going to abstain. I'm going to abstain from answering what I would have done.
Yeah. Can I take a lifeline and phone a friend? Get their opinion.
I'm not commenting on this.
No comment. It's an unfair question.
It is an unfair question.
Posed that one.
We're not the Commish. We've never been Commishes. Like, for example,
it's a tough role.
The only person you could really ask about this would be Iwanek. Right? But Iwanek says he doesn't want anything to do with it anymore.
He does.
Except he's prying in there all the time.
What do we call him? The puppet master?
He's got little fingertips in there. Hey, like Tommy's just sitting there being like, I'm out. And Iwanek's going,
I'm fine with it.
You know, you could just promote and worry about the penalty. And
knowing Matt, I think he loves the position he's in right now too. Doesn't have the commissioner's hat, but can still
stir things up. He can definitely still stir things up.
And then he just leaves the room.
Like Iwanek makes Quinn's job much harder. Now, with that being said, I will say this in support of Matty. I saw somebody in the chat.
Full reinstatement.
Somebody in the chat.
On the record.
I'm partial reinstatement. Partial. I saw somebody in the chat earlier say, seeing Quinn have to handle this group makes him feel more for Iwanek. Being like, it wasn't as easy as we all thought it was, type of thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, he went through the mud, hey? Like, he had some... I think I walked out on 6 consecutive drafts
You haven't walked out on Quinn yet.
I have not.
What's that about?
Well, when you win in back-to-back fashion, why is there a reason to walk out?
Reaction to this has been as expected, and that is hilarious.
Bronco Nick says the mystery drafter should wear like a space helmet, like the Stig.
For the whole draft?
And then we
Just
take it
wear
off
Smash Mash the whole time.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. They come in.
We're going to know who it is by the body, you guys.
Full costume. Just right.
The full costume?
Full
Yeah, the
costume.
full
walk in.
costume.
Yeah.
And you just write. You have a whiteboard.
You know
just
what?
write on it.
That would be fun one time.
That would be.
Like a full-blown mystery drafter in the Smash Mash, and people can be guessing.
I know those ankles.
Yeah.
Look at the posture. Look at the posture.
Yeah.
All right, 780-218-9999. That's where you can get in. Big Maple says I posted the evidence in the Discord that either Dusty or Edmonton Sports Talk Slappy Trev is lying about the clip. What are we talking about? What are we talking about again?
Games now?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Let me pull it up.
What's in the Discord? What is in the
So
what's
it
in the
says
Discord?
at everyone in quotes, oh yeah, I had no idea, because that's what you were just saying about this promo, right? But they were talking about it on, what show was this?
It was on the Hangout. I heard it on the Hangout. I had no idea about it when I heard it on the Hangout, and I didn't know what show it was even for.
But then you said this, Trev could have clipped Tommy and we could have ran it for 12 straight hours. He'd still be
Yeah,
relegated.
because that's what they said on the Hangout. They
Yes.
said it was clipped.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not hiding anything. I was listening. They said Trev clipped something for a promo. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know if it was me on a promo being like,
hear it.
go vote for my team. I hadn't heard it. I didn't know it was Lock Shop till today. But as I was watching and listening when I was driving to a meeting that Glue Guy and I had, I heard them say Trev clipped it. I did not know about it up until that point. And
you should just
what are we doing here?
You should just refer people to Macromella when you should stop talking. You should stop talking.
I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know about it till it was brought up, and I stand by what I said. You could have clipped Tommy from whatever show, and it wouldn't have made a difference. He drafted an absolutely horrendous, pathetic team, and then whined about it like a baby for 2 hours
with no prep.
With no prep. Like, what are we talking about?
I offered him my sheet a couple of times during the latter rounds.
Yeah. I guess what we do moving forward is there's no promotion of anything from the draft on any shows. It's like it doesn't exist.
We don't promote the draft at all.
That's what it does. It doesn't
Nobody
exist.
talks. Yeah, it's.
But yeah, I was listening to that show when they said, oh, well, Trev's promoting Dusty's draft. I'm like, what is happening here? I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
And then they said, well, it's been on a promo. And that's why I put it in the chat that they could have clipped Tommy and we ran it for 12 straight hours. And people are still going to say, why with your first pick did you take a quote from the Trailer Park Boys that you could have got in the last round?
Rip City Step says, I hear two voices, but no, it's just one person talking.
Who, us? Please. That's too funny. All right, nerd / geek draft. Maybe one of the most anticipated drafts of all time now. Hey, like this one's through the roof.
Well,
we're gonna have a mystery promotion from the rest of the staff.
Yeah, the masked drafter.
Possibly, well, what, a 4% penalty for us if we do any self promotion?
Yeah, we get one,
which won't happen because we never require it. And then if Tommy is to self promote, do you think if Tommy's going down if he has another poor draft performance, he just straight up does it again and takes the year-long ban?
Absolutely. Because then
I think he probably will.
Think about it this way. If he does that, he gets a win, he walks out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, he could do that, win. I know it would be tough, but
Get the win, but then you're out.
And then he'd leave as a champion.
You know what? Now that you just gave him this idea, that's exactly what he's going to do. Oh, boy. Hangout should be a good one today. All right, 780-218-9999.
He'd be floored.
Yeah, that's too funny. Yeah, Murray's not in today. Murray would be like, what are you guys talking about?
Murray, your
What
thoughts?
are you guys talking about? That's too funny. We got the Rock Door coming up a little bit. I want to circle back around was that 3 questions? Did we get the 3 questions?
I think we
That
did
was
like
the third
4.
question. Yeah, I mean,
there was saying third question. And
there was a lot of
there
was a lot of questions coming out of this today. There's lots of text messages, obviously, flying in as well.
Kelvin C says, "Can the mystery drafters self-promote and take the 2% penalty to help win the relegation draft?" There's a lot of layers to this thing.
Okay, say that again.
Well, the mystery drafters, can they self-promote and take a 2% penalty to help win the relegation draft? That'll be something she'll have to. She's laid all this out. Now she's going to have to cover her bases.
Yeah,
this is going to be the things you do to win, right? Like.
Coach Mike had a bonus question. I said we already did 3. But he says, after the NASCAR injury, dumbest injury in your life. Dusty's might be obvious. Coach Mike.
Trev?
Well, I fell out of bed and broke my wrist.
Ouch.
Which hurt. And then I also broke my hand doing shot for shot with my buddy for the best bed when we were camping.
Shot for shot as in what? Like punching each other?
Yep.
Oh, you're an idiot back in the day.
I know.
So you're just punching each other.
And then I was brushing snow off my car and I broke my ankle.
God.
You're brushing with your foot?
I've never broken a bone before.
That one hurt.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
My injuries. You know, the knee dunking is not my dumbest injury ever. My dumbest injury ever. I was in university and we're at a house party. And a girl invited me over to her place. And I was like really excited. I was like, oh, man. So we're walking out of the one residence at Lethbridge College, going to another one. And I stepped off the top stoop. We were drinking. I stepped off the top. I missed the 3 stairs and I just stepped off to the right. And I went down. I swear to God, my left ankle and my right ankle, both of them just rolled. The boys had to drag me back into res and put me on the couch for the rest of the night. It was unbelievable. It was like a 3-foot kind of like stoop. And I stepped off of it and I went down. It was just
go down. Yeah. You just collapse.
It hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably the stupidest one. And then obviously the dunk in the dunk contest wasn't good either.
And then I guess Amish man points out I made myself bleed with
you did punch yourself in the face a bunch of times. Did you ever hurt yourself doing something stupid?
Yes. Back when I was Phil the Thrill Phillips in our HBW hardcore backyard wrestling.
I should have known Phil the Thrill was going to
Phil the Thrill Phillips. Well, he took a bump. Nobody took a bump like him in the circuit. And we were on the one pay-per-view where it was all trampoline in Dave Grummett's backyard, and I got body slammed face first. We had no pads on the tramp. It was just springs and posts. And I went face first and cut my eye open. And then I took the guitar pop. Someone hit me over the head with the guitar, and I sold it. Like I was like, no, hit me for real. So it was like it was a loud thump. And I went down, and there was blood again. But then I think the best, it didn't happen to me, but my buddy Bryden Lequier in high school, we had a bush party.
Did he have a wrestling name too?
No, he wasn't in the promotion, but he had to work. He had a job at KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. And in order to go to this, I got to work.
I think I've heard this.
Yeah, he goes, I got to work. So instead of just calling into work and being like, hey, I can't work, I'm sick, he took a hammer and broke his hand. So he showed up at the bush party with a broken hand. And then got drunk, he
whatever you have to do to get out of work.
Oh, I guess, but it could have been a lot less. Like it was kind of a dumb thing to do, but
not a smart move.
You're a kid. Yeah.
All right. We've got the Rock Door coming up. We're going to circle back around to the first matchup of the Whipping Boy bracket. Darnell Nurse with a lead on Justin Schultz right now. We'll revisit some of those early results here. But yeah, Creed tickets. We're going to give away tickets to the Play Alberta Suite for Creed.
On a Creed Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. It's going to be legendary. We're going to open up the Rock Door for the first time on Edmonton Sports Talk. That's going to be happening. But first, let's get to a sports update with Phil the Thrill Phillips.
I will go through this table right now. I put my body on the line. Edmonton Riverhawks advancing. They're off to the North Division Finals with an 8-7 win over Victoria yesterday. The North Division Finals, it's a one-off game that goes tomorrow night at Remax. Hawks taking on the Bellingham Bells. Jays avoid the series sweep down in LA. They hold on for a 5-4 victory over the Dodgers. They have the day off. They'll return home and open a 6-game homestand when the Cubs roll into Toronto tomorrow night. Stingers finishing off the regular season with a win, 97-77 over Winnipeg from the Expo Center. Stingers now will visit the Surge Thursday. The winner will take on Vancouver in the West semifinals. Justin Rose rallying late, defeating J.J. Spawn in a playoff at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. And over to football, Prairie Football Conference action. Huskies falling in their home opener to the Regina Thunder 31-16 from the JP Bowl. Wildcats winning on the road, stunning the Colts down in Calgary 35-19. The Huskies, they'll visit Saskatoon in Week 2 Sunday, while the Wildcats will host the 1-0 Winnipeg Rifles. Sports Update is presented by Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge with wall-to-wall TVs, daily food and drink specials. It is the place to be for every Edmonton Elks game. Every day is game day at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge.
On the Nielson Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk. If you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or EdmontonSportsTalk.com, please tell your friends how easy it is to consume our content every single day. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. All right? I feel like I should do an AI song for Phil the Thrill. Phil the Thrill. He'll take a spill.
The VHS.
There is no chill with Phil the Thrill.
There's one VHS copy out there somewhere still. And I'd love to find it. It's like the Rod Smith catch video. Like I know it's out there somewhere, and we need to get it.
We need to get two videos. We need to get Phil the Thrill Phillips, and we need to get me hosting an SPCA show with cats at Shaw TV in Lethbridge because I hate cats, and I'd always have to have them on me, and it was gross.
We had a pay-per-view in my buddy Pete Mills' parents' house. Double ladder match.
A pay-per-view?
In the living room. They were all pay-per-views.
Yeah.
We didn't have like a Raw's War thing. It was all pay-per-views.
And it was a double ladder match in a living room?
Yeah. Mitch Dolan's brother.
The parents were out of town or something?
They went to work.
Okay.
So they're gone. Yeah. Come over. So we'd all go over there. But my buddy Mitch Dolan, his brother Wade was the commissioner.
Okay.
And he'd always be topless and he'd have a rope as a belt.
Did he ever suspend anybody for a year?
Nothing. No, not like that.
Well, that's interesting then. All right. We are going to open up the rock door for the first time
with a visual
in Edmonton Sports Talk history. How it's going to work? We are going to play. Let me see how long of clip I have. It's not long. I ran it by you earlier this morning, though.
Look, you're looking for hardcores. You just don't want a casual music. Oh, this Creed. What's this all about?
Yeah, no, we don't want a casual.
This is sweet life
in a suite.
A sweet
at. Play Alberta Suite. So Play Alberta's hooked us up with these tickets. They know that our show is huge Creed supporters. Jordan from Play Alberta was like, "Hey, we want to hook you guys up." So we've got 4 pairs of tickets to give away Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week to join myself. Eric's got another commitment that night, family, and
I just hate Creed.
And you don't like Creed too. No, you don't like him as much as I like him.
I'm fine with giving up my luck. Again, we want this to go to people who love.
Yeah. Yeah. So my wife's coming with. She's a big Creed fan.
Yeah. Look,
I would say actually,
Creed and Bush.
She was a bigger fan of Creed before I became a fan of Creed.
This is a banner year for her for concerts.
Bush and
she's
Creed.
She's seeing it all.
Yeah. It's like a time machine. So we've got 4 pairs of tickets that we're going to give away Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Next Tuesday, Play Alberta Suite, Rogers Place for Creed. Eric will open the rock door. I will play a very brief clip. You text in the name of that song. Everybody who gets it correct will go into a draw, and one of you will be contacted after the show and win tickets to see Creed in a sweet suite at Rogers Place, courtesy of Alberta.
Single ticket here?
No,
for this, or
you get a pair.
Okay.
This is a pair of tickets. Okay? Pair of tickets. You can guess in the YouTube chat, but it will not get you in the draw. Okay, you have to text in to 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 for a pair of tickets in the Play Alberta Suite to Creed. If you get it correct, you go into a draw. We're going to pick one of your names after the show, and we will transfer you the tickets. Eric, are we ready?
Well, yeah, and this is big. This is now everybody was used to the Rock Door with just audio. And you're like, oh, how? What a mystery. Now you get the visual.
Way different now, right?
Yeah, we've taken the door off its hinges. We brought it into the studio.
All right, here we go. Lieutenant Eric, can you please open up the Rock Door?
Slam!
Oh, that's actually more difficult than I thought.
That
feels shorter than I thought.
Flipped it. That's a millisecond.
That's 0.31 seconds. Did you not hear me play it? I thought it was longer this morning.
It was longer than that.
Wow, you're really making it more.
Geez, I am sorry about this.
It's too late now.
Tight door.
All right, let's try it. You know what though? I think if I close my eyes, I could hear it. So if you're if you're driving, don't close your eyes. But if you're not driving, close your eyes. Listen to this. All right, let's do it one more time. Lieutenant Eric, please open the Rock Door.
Slam!
No, people get that. Hardcores will get that clip.
You should.
I think you probably will. 780-218-9999. One more time, because it is, I thought it was 0.5 seconds, but it's only 0.3. So I shaved a couple off here. But you know what?
Hey,
this is a suite at Rogers Place for Creed.
You should put a sign on the suite saying "My Own Prison." Yeah.
Well, it sure looks like we are way higher up than everyone else that's here.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
It's on now.
No.
All right, one more time. Lieutenant Eric, please open the Rock Door.
Slam.
That's quick. That's quick. 780-218-9999. 780. See, and look. It wasn't quick enough. I'm seeing nothing but there's a few guesses that are like, I don't know, but I'll say this. But there are a lot of people who got it. Wow, you are a bunch of sickos.
Yeah, and if I go in, like if I draw you and you have multiple, like you can't just guess the catalog. It's going to have to be your guess.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
you've
saying?
got to look.
You can't
and
just
make sure.
shoot in the dark here. And
yeah, I think that's true too. Let's do it one more time. There's no rules with the Rock Door. This is not one of those things on FM back in the day where let's see. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Eric, open the Rock Door.
Slam.
Oh, that's the quickest one.
It's quick.
All right. Good luck. Good luck, everybody. One of you will be drawn, and you'll be joining us in the suite.
Sweet.
Next Tuesday.
It's a sweet.
Oh, there's rumbling out in the office.
Oh, boy.
I don't know who's on the hangout today. Nobody knows. Can't never see now with the door closed. You know, Trev, you got to watch. See who comes up. Who's come up the stairs so far?
Yeah.
Who's come up the stairs before?
Well, I don't know the one person, and Maddie.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I'm terrible with names. You guys know this. He's a familiar face, longer hair.
Familiar face, longer hair.
I like this.
He had a
game.
hat.
Yeah, this is a fun game. He had a hat on.
Kind of had lesser facial hair to what you have, LT. Like,
What about hair length?
Wasn't
shorter or
as
longer?
full.
Yeah.
And shorter.
But
Dark brown.
The long hair, dark brown. Okay, this is a fun game.
Is
Kind
it
of
a-
like
is
it's
it a
more like
list-
Dusty's.
Is it a
facial hair.
listener?
No.
It's a member of the media locally.
No. I don't know. I think he was on like once or twice.
Who is this?
Glasses as well.
Glasses.
I think I saw glasses, yes.
Glasses.
Backwards hat. He was wearing the hat backwards.
So he's a cool dude.
DVD.
And he stopped. DVD. And he stopped to look at the bobbleheads.
First time in this office.
Yeah.
This is a thinker.
How long of hair are we talking? Like a mushroom cut?
No.
A
It's
bob?
like it's long.
Yeah.
It's not as long as LT's.
and a little bit, and a beard kind of like mine.
Yeah.
So if I had a baby with Eric,
maybe a little bit more patchy. A little bit more patchy. No offense.
Patchy beard. No offense to this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say my beard's
Yours
not
is-
patchy.
yours is-
No, yours is good.
God.
Jeez.
I don't know who it would be then, but what a fun game.
Yeah.
All right, if you have guesses of random people who are in the office right now, send them in. 7-8, you'll win tickets to Creed. Just kidding. No. Hey, let's open the rock door one more time. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Open the rock door.
Slam.
Yeah, I can see why people are getting that. I'm gonna have to do.
You're gonna have to up your
I'm gonna
game.
I'm gonna do 0.28 seconds tomorrow.
Don't even play anything. He's thinking of a Creed song. What is it?
I got some good stuff cooking. For the rock door this week. So we're very
Really
excited
dive
about
deep into the catalog.
Yeah. Like, even I'm like, I don't know this one. I don't even know. If somebody gets this one, they're incredible. All right. I really want to know who's on the hangout there. You think you should know him?
I've seen his face. I don't like if I saw him, I'd be like, oh hey. I don't really know him.
Rip City Step says it's Coob after a week on the West Coast.
You know what? With the description, that's yeah.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Abutski says, I just realized how much I missed LTE's rock door. Well, it's a glorious rock door.
You want to open it again?
It's people have missed it. All right, let's circle back around to the opening day of the Whipping Boy bracket. If you have been on YouTube today, you'll notice that the vote has been posted. It'll be over at the end of the show, and then our Twitter vote will continue through until tomorrow morning. So if you don't vote, you can go vote on both platforms if you want. It is let me give you the whole bracket here. I'll post the full bracket later on. Darnell Nurse, Justin Schultz, first round matchup. Bouchard and Pody, first round matchup. Stuart Skinner and Jack Campbell, first round matchup. Koskinen and Dubnik.
That's an interesting one.
Horkoff and Lucic. Jason Arnott and Yesipol Yarvi. Kevin Lowe and Dallas Aikens. Peter Chiarelli and Steve Tambolini. There's your 16 that have a chance to be crowned the biggest Whipping Boy bracket in franchise history. Today we're doing Nurse versus Schultz on YouTube right now. 67% of the vote in favor of Darnell Nurse being a bigger Whipping Boy than Justin Schultz. I almost feel like the guy who finishes last should advance. Because they're trying to be like, we didn't pick on that guy that much.
You got to have some sort of a...
and you know what's funny? It's actually really close. Darnell Nurse is 67-33 on YouTube, and Darnell Nurse is 65-35 on Twitter. So very similar percentages right now. K-Jam on Twitter with a reply. Recency bias here for sure. Schultz got it like Skinner got it last year, and like Dubnik got it in his final season. Nurse and Bouchard and even Petrie are one step below that Schultz-Skinner tier. So he's saying that he voted for Justin Schultz.
Well, we talked about the Nurse contract as well and how much that factors in to proceedings here, right?
Yeah.
He gets whipped because of the deal, really.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, this is another follow-up on Twitter that says, the contract gives people carte blanche to tee off on Nurse, many not understanding how good 25 was last season. It's true, but the minute
Troll's saying he cost them the cup.
Well, that's yeah. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily the case.
People think in strange ways.
He did not get criticized this much, as much this year as he had previous years, but he played better. The contract still comes up though, even when he plays well. Nobody's saying, "Oh, Darnell Nurse was awesome last night. He's totally worth the deal," right? They're just saying Darnell Nurse was pretty good last night. No further comment. I said earlier, I think as a player, Justin Schultz was more criticized in this market than Darnell Nurse has been. But when you factor in the contract, it leads to Darnell Nurse being more front and center more often than he should. $7 million Darnell Nurse isn't even in this bracket. Jeff Petry's in this bracket if it's not Darnell Nurse. You know, so Paul Coffey. Some people want Paul Coffey in this bracket. But if Darnell Nurse makes $7 million, is he even popping up? And Trev, good question for you. If he only makes $7 million, do you think we would ever look at Darnell Nurse and say, "Oh, people are too hard on him," or he's getting overly criticized? Who else just came in? Gazzola?
No, that was him. He just left.
Oh, he just left.
Or he's going out to his car, maybe.
Maybe it was a listener just picking something up.
Maybe.
You said it wasn't a listener, though.
I don't think it's a listener.
What are we doing?
We can't guess because
I don't know.
Are you're
Get up. Okay, don't trip. The boys are looking for those.
Oh, I know who it is. I know who it
is. He a listener?
Yes.
What?
Hey,
really?
The Rock.
Mark Rogers.
Mark Rogers.
CKUA. CJSR. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
You know what, Trev? I'm not going to blame you.
He's come in like once or twice before.
Yeah.
But he does work in the media.
He
does work in the media. Yeah. So it's
listeners. Yeah.
But he kind of looks like he'd be a listener.
Yeah.
And he is a listener.
Yeah.
So we got it all figured out in the end. Well, that's good news. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. What were we talking about?
But as far as the contract goes, if he was $7 million, he definitely wouldn't be getting the hate that he does.
No.
Yet, not even close. Like I always justify it. Like, okay, I think of him like a $7 million guy. And really, I'm just like, at the end of the day, it's a $2 million overpay. There is worse contracts out there for sure. But I mean, he still gets my vote personally. I don't know. I just feel like the team, the organization failed Justin Schultz. I don't think Justin Schultz failed the Oilers. And I also put a lot of stock into the team at the time.
To that team at that time, the Schultz team?
Like, what do you expect? What do you expect? They were a bottom feeder team. Like,
yeah, but I mean, he was thrown in some tough spots.
And he was
right.
Like,
that team
that's why
sucked, and he was supposed to be the guy.
Like,
Norris Trophy.
They failed him. They completely failed him. If they could run it back with the team that they have right now, they're like, Justin Schultz, he is a prospect. He's coming in this season. He would have been awesome. He would have exceeded expectations. So that's why I'm very Nurse gets my vote.
Do you think Nurse takes a run at this entire thing?
Oh, I could see it.
You think so?
I think three of the current Oilers
beat Justin Schultz, sure.
The three of the final four are Skinner, Bush, and Nurse. Well, I guess no, because they can't. Both Nurse and Bush can't make the final four. So I'll have to see what it comes down to. It's the whole definition of a whipping boy is interesting, and that's why I'm kind of curious to see how people view it when they're voting for it. Because is it fairly or unfairly criticized? Right? Some guys are fairly criticized, and then some guys are just straight up unfairly criticized, and then some guys are both. Some guys get fairly criticized, and then some people take it way too far. Like,
then you have to weigh the unfairness and what it is. As Trev mentioned, the team Jolts was on, the Nurse contract. Like, there's lots of things that lead into the unfairly criticized. What weighs more in that?
It's how much of Darnell Nurse is. Yeah, you just laid it out with Schultz. You think
you got the contract and the timing.
80% of Schultz was unfairly criticized. 20% was fairly criticized.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that. In the end, when you look back on it, it's easier to navigate that part of the discussion as opposed to in the heat of the moment with the Bouchards and the Skinners and the Nurses right now. So we'll see how much how that factors into this. But yeah, we did lay out the bracket for you earlier. It's divided into 4 regions: Nurse, Schultz, Bouchard, Pody, Skinner, Campbell, Koskinen, and Dubnyk. Hork, Lucic, Arnott, Puljujärvi, Lowe, Aikens, Chiarelli, Tambellini. Shout out Kenny Holland for not making the list. Hey, like Kenny Holland at least built a team that got to the Cup final.
It's hard.
All right, so there's that. And as of this moment, I couldn't tell you who I think the front runner is, and not because I'm hiding it. See, I don't know. I think there's probably 5 or 6 guys that could take a legitimate run at this thing. But we'll see how it sorts itself out. All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, get it done at WilliamHuff.com. Bruce was golfing over the weekend. I think Bruce was golfing with Radomski from the Oil Kings over the weekend.
No, that's
looked like a fabulous
nice
time.
duo. Yeah,
yeah, looked like a fabulous.
Imagine just
time.
randomly showing up and getting plopped into that.
That'd be a
dream.
Great duo there. WilliamHuff.com. They've been doing this since 1952, so you know they're the best in the biz. All right, what did we learn on the show today, boys?
I think we learned a lot. Most of it not pertaining to sports.
Yeah.
I mean, look, not a busy day for breaking news. The Detroit Pistons, if you want, Dusty, they're finalizing a deal here with Javonte Green.
I don't care about that, yeah.
We've got the Nasty Bash. People are recounting their memories as best as they can, so that's good. It's all going into a new Nasty Bash anthem.
Yeah, working on a new song.
We learned the fallout, I guess, from last week's draft is Quinn, the Commish, and Tommy joined us dual screens, which was nice.
That's the big one.
That's the big one.
Yeah. We learned, I guess, what the rock door looks like as well.
It's your voice, your mouth moving.
Yeah. So a few things, but again, kind of housekeeping here on a Monday morning.
Trev, what'd you learn today, my man?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. We learned what the plan is going forward with the draft, and probably the most anticipated draft in, ESC history.
Modern.
Modern, for sure.
Draft of nerds and geeks.
It's going to be very.
Can somebody say Brain from Pinky and the Brain? What are we going to do today, Brain? Same thing we do every day, Pinky.
Nice.
Try to take over the world.
Tom will draft Pinky.
Yeah, the other one. Leaves Brain out there. I wonder, do you think the Tom Quinn relationship is now in a healing direction moving forward?
Did you hear how he left?
I mean, he did say,
"You suck," or "You're the worst Commish," or something like that.
He said, "Commish sucks. Love you, Quinn." So I guess maybe not. I was hoping. Who do you think is sooner to take the high road, and why is it Quinn? Because Tommy won't.
Seems like it's Quinn because she's in a professional position. She did refer to him, though, as petty and childish earlier on in the conversation. I do think the temperature has been turned down a bit, but it's still at a good boil.
It's still sizzling.
It's
It was
simmering.
heated, man.
You could still put mac and cheese up in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
You're
noodles.
boiling a noodle, yeah.
If you missed it, it'll be a 4% penalty for any first-timers on self-promotion of your draft on social media. And if Tommy does it again, he will be suspended for a year. She also laid out what will happen for the person who's going to be promoted into a spot of anybody who gets relegated. There will be an offline draft, which will then be posted blindly on socials. Whoever wins it will get the spot, but we won't find out who it is until morning of draft.
Yes.
Which I like.
Very good. Very good rundown. And the person who does get that fourth spot has to wear Smash Mash.
Yes. That's it. That's got to be it.
Just write it down on a whiteboard.
God. All right, let's get into your sound of the day. Let's go back to I guess we got to do the Creed reveal too. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
It should. So we'll do that too. What do we got here for time? We got time. Let's go back to last year's Nasty Bash song, celebrating the weekend. And we'll see what I can do. I can write it this week. We might have this year's Nasty Bash song ready for next week.
The Nasty Bash was awesome, so let's remember it with this song. The EST on Corey B, tattoo still looking strong. 6:30 it wasn't working, so old Smash Smash said so long. AM Nasty C and Frazier yelling, turn your headlights on. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone poured me birdie booze on a shot ski. Now you know Reed Wilkins was a mystery. X-Ray J's pants got a little pissy. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. 6 o'clockers right and left, let me pour it on your head. Moment we won't soon forget. Hey, Norm. Fergie's back, Preps let us in. Made the last table again. Wrote it out till 2 a.m. Oh, Lord. 1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. Normology's stripping. His shirt just hit the floor. Oh, my. Good Lord. Someone pour me birdie booze on a shot ski. Now you know Reed Wilkins was a mystery. Extra J's pants got a little pissy. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a
8:56. Oh, everybody at the bash was a nasty indeed. I Suck at Picking was there.
Yes.
One of my favorite Twitter follows.
Yeah, and he likes to remain kind of,
he has name tag on.
Incognito. Yeah, he had the name tag on. If you knew, you knew. But yeah, it was good to catch up with him.
Bootsky over in the chat says, it'll take a lot for Nasty Bash 3 song to stick in my head like this one does.
Yeah, but we haven't AI'd it yet.
Yeah.
That's where the genius comes in.
Give us some time. Give us some time. All right.
Cutest fella, my wife.
Here's notes I have for the song. I can't read this one. Honey Dill
on the floor, my wife, no more. Kind of
Fergie and his TVs. Cody B not having any lenses in his glasses. Big U gets baptized. The bell gets broken. Troy, the Godfather danced with the teeth.
Yeah. Leave a line open for Trev's confession. I'm sure that'll work itself in there as well.
Tony trying to. Oh, that's Tony Betts.
Taking back his bets.
Tony Betts. The Elks win. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I'll keep most of that. The wish. Yeah, Big U baptism. Yep. All right, text of the day today. We'll go into the mix for text of the year. This one came in relatively early. 6 o'clock hour is really hopping on text today. Let's go to this one. Big Maple. Nurse is pumping this poll up on his Instagram.
Great tie-in.
That's very fitting.
Well played.
First day of the Whipping Boy bracket.
Short to the point.
Right there. Nurse is pumping this poll on his Instagram. New text of the day sponsor begins September 3rd. So be ready for that. That's a huge day. September 3rd is a huge day as we have a new text of the day sponsor starting. And that's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, Paris Jewelers inbox is going to take a pounding.
Oh, yeah.
People will juice it up.
She's going to be a busy place.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. What are we watching tonight, boys? What's on tap tonight?
Yeah, well, it's just, the Jays are off. Bill hosts the Cubs tomorrow to start a 3-game set back in the T-Dot. Riverhawks also getting a day off as they will play host to Bellingham tomorrow from Remax. So a bit of a night off for ball. Selfishly, though, and I know one of the hottest teams in the big leagues, the Seattle Mariners, they're also off until tomorrow. They visit the Baltimore Orioles. Half game back now of Norman Combine's Astros for tops in the AL West.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, as Sawyer Brown once said, the race is on.
Absolutely. So maybe tonight, a movie night, maybe catch up on some Coronation Street, that type of thing.
Maybe I'll sneak in a show with my wife tonight.
Maybe tonight. Is tonight the night I go see Jurassic Park?
It's pretty good.
I'm going to do it.
You should.
I have to do it.
It's a good theater
I don't
movie.
care. Everybody's all making the same old thing.
Why don't you go to the theater for a little Jurassic Park tonight? I saw the sign again when I was there yesterday for Fantastic Four again. And you should go see Fantastic Four, young Trev.
Yes, I will be going this Tuesday, I promise.
This Tuesday.
Yeah.
Cheap Tuesday.
Cheap Tuesday.
Cheap Tuesday, yeah.
Tradition.
No, it's
like none other.
It's a good one. Julian Grant will join the Reed Wilkins show today at 4 o'clock.
Love it.
Hey, what a catch.
The hero.
Yeah. I mean it's ultimate revenge.
Fajardo said after that drop, he would have liked to go right back to him, right? And he did, but in Montreal.
Let's give the final word today to the commissioner. She texts the group chat. Says,
she's all over it.
I expect the build-up for the next draft will be incredible with this blind voting. I can't wait for the reaction when whoever wins walks in the... That is kind of exciting. Hey, we're sitting there and we don't know who's coming in? That is exciting. It's like when they do the Blockbuster competition on this season of Big Brother. They come back down and you don't know who won. So right at that moment. It's exactly like that. All right, I'll be back for the Lock Shop at 11 today with us. We have Oil Stream at noon today, but the Hangout is on the way next. EST afternoons from 1 to 3. I think Gager's allowed back in the building this week. And then the Reed Wilkins show. I thought Reed was off today.
I think Gager promised too some thoughts on the draft. I think I saw somewhere. Either
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I mean, he's a bit of a authority figure.
Yeah. He's a judge
on the show, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting times. Turn on autoplay over on YouTube. I'll take you right on over to the Hangout. Should be a good one today. I'll be back to Lock Shop at 11. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you to Rod Smith, absolute best in the biz.
Legend.
And then we had Tommy and Quinn on today as well, which was, I'd say this, interesting. An interesting segment for sure. All right, for YouTube, Trev, Phil the Thrill Phillips, I am Dustin Nielsen.
HBW for life.
Take it easy.